I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
The Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do.
This is the only true thing you said, and you as Muslims, you are telling the truth. Shaitan, he urinate in their ears, and he sleep in their nose, and he jump in their mouth when you do yawning. For sure, this is a clear evidence that Muhammad is a prophet of God. Peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends, and today we are going to show you a video of a Muhammadan who is supposedly being smart. You know, they go in the streets supposedly trying to promote this filthy cult. And, you know, when we say Islam without lies dies, it's true. So in this video here, this is an Orthodox bishop. Now, I don't know the original video. I never saw it. And what I know that the original video is edited by the Abdul. However, I have a link for the video I'm using, or the channel I'm using. Obviously, this is a Christian channel. I wish I have the whole video so we can laugh more. But as you see, the Muslim, they cut the video because they are very brave. You know, they are very truthful people. So listen, here, this is a commercial. Hold on, we don't want pre-commercial. Give me a second. No commercial. All those stupid things in the commercial you see. Trying to fool people with their stupidity. Money for free. You want to get money for free? That's it. The government in USA give money for free. That's it. You can make a lot of money from the government in USA for free. True story. Anyway, so here the video started. This Abdul, he approached this Christian bishop.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm spreading Quran around the world. I'm a Muslim and you are a priester. And
I'm actually a bishop, an Orthodox bishop. Yes.
Okay, good to know. Do you have one message for us and for everybody about your religion? Can you give me one important thing?
Well, the only message I could say is there's no better words than can be expressed than other than in the Bible itself.
Okay.
Yeah. There's, I mean, what can you say in such a short time, you know?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I would love to share with you one message from the Quran.
Yes.
And it's in Arabic. You understand Arabic?
No, I don't understand Arabic.
Okay, just listen. Allah says in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, about the respect between Muslims religion, Islam religion, and between other religion. Allah says, قل
يا. You said the word shaitan there. Why?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان.
You see how they lie? He says that his verse is the one he will quote now is about respect between Islam and other religion. I mean, do you see how they lie? Do you see how they lie? So now he want to present a different image for the garbage of Muhammad. Suddenly the Muslims are people who respect other religion. This is why they destroy. You see, isn't it the Muslim they say that Muhammad, he destroyed all the other idols around the Kaaba? Isn't it him, the Muslim, they say he killed all the pagans? So how you say he respect other religion? Do you see how stupid they are? Do you see how much they're like? I never saw someone, he is Abdul, is telling the truth. Who is the one who destroyed the statues of Buddha? Who is Muhammad who supposedly he destroyed 360 statues? If you respect other religion, then okay, those people, they can worship the religion then. Isn't it your prophet who says, I'm going to kick everybody who don't worship Allah from the Arabian Peninsula, specifically the Christians and the Jews? Isn't it chapter 9, verse number 1 says, Bara'ah, which means I wash my hands from all agreement with you, and you have a 4 months to leave the land, otherwise I'm killing you all? Do you see how they lie? This is why I say always to you, a true Muslim is a bad Muslim. A true Muslim means someone following the practice of Islam. He is always a liar. A true Muslim is not somebody growing a beard and his name is Muhammad, no. A true Muslim is someone he is practicing Islam, is always have to be a big fat liar. So this guy is going around giving Quran. And by the way, if a Muslim, he gave you Quran, especially if it's in Arabic, take it. No problem, you know. So one day if he say lie to you, somebody, you see somebody, you can show him, says open, because I'm teaching you here what the Arabic Quran is teaching, the real teaching. So all what you need to do, you save the reference I'm giving you, and you open and you say, this is what it says in Arabic, and you are a liar. So now he is going to sing the Quran for him, and the whole point of singing the Quran, he will make you think that the Quran is beautiful, you know. I mean, you see, there is something I want to show you about how Muhammad himself, he did debunk himself. I'm going to open my Skype. Actually, there is a there is a Muslim, he texted me in Patreon. And by the way, I don't know if you know, or if you believe it or not, I have Muslims who donate for me. You believe it? So this guy, he donated to me, you know. I think this is the first month. I don't know if the donation came yet or not. But he is, you know, obviously he's a donator. And he wanted to talk to me. Let me see if he texted me already. Let us see. No, not yet. Okay. Well, he gave me his Skype. Let me, because I promised him to talk to him. You know, he sounds like a nice guy, and he said he is looking for a truth. He's not interested in winning a debate or losing a debate. And actually, this is what we want. You know, it's not about winning. You know, winning a debate doesn't. It's like war. You know, you win a battle of war doesn't mean you are the winner, really. I mean, war can be for 100 years, 200 years, 3 years. You know, maybe 1,000 of years. So, like we have a war with the devil, right? The devil, he can win once, he can win twice, he can, you know, but at the end he will be a loser. Let me see if I can find his Skype. I will open his messages in Patreon, because I promised him I will talk to him. Let us see. Okay, look like we have. Anyway, so I was talking. I will continue talking and doing and searching for his message at the same time. So when a Muslim, they sing the Quran. What is the point of singing the Quran? Like, did Allah sing the Quran? Is it Allah the first singer? According to the Hadith, Muhammad, in the day of when they go to heaven, Allah will ask. David, he will ask David to come to the stage and recite the Quran. And David will recite the Quran. And then Allah will ask David, or they'll ask the people, sorry, the Muslims, have you ever seen something more beautiful than this? If you remember, we played videos about this before, about this issue, which is very funny. That's the God of Islam. He's asking the Muslims if there is more beautiful than this. And the Muslim agree, they says no more beautiful than this. Actually, I will try to find the video for you so we can laugh at it too, you know, but let us finish with this. So when a Muslim he sing the Quran, the whole point is to make you believe that the Quran is a beautiful, because I sing it, and there's many people like especially Western. I know I saw them in Thailand. A guy wearing orange. He is fascinated by the Buddhist culture. He is fascinated by the yoga. He have those things like I saw them everywhere. I saw them in Europe. I saw them in Ukraine. Those hippie white people, they're dancing for Krishna. So the Muslims, they are hoping that you are the same as those silly, stupid European, who they are empty in their mind and their head, and they are just looking for something new, something. So you listen to a language you don't understand, and you get fascinated with the singing, but you don't know even what it says. And this is what they are hoping for. Let me see if I hear. Okay. Man, this guy's Skype is long. How in the world am I going to find him? And I'm trying to log in into my Patreon, but it's not sending me the message. It have to give me a message. All right. Security message. Let us try this. So anyway, when you sing the Quran, supposedly that will make a Western man, a white man, a black man. It doesn't matter which kind of man, but usually this is work with the Western, because most of other nationality, they are more exposed to different culture, and they have their own culture. So like they have, especially if you are from the Eastern countries, where you have your own way of singing, different music. So those Western, always they follow strange stuff, like when the hippie movement started, anything weird, anything stupid, there is many of the Western. I'm not saying all Western, but I'm saying there's many of the Western, they would love to join. This is why they are obsessed with yoga, and they invite someone like Sadhguru, and Sadhguru, he bring in the stage a bunch of women and boys are dancing, and the Indian music, like it's fascinating for them, so they go crazy for it, and then they join the religion. But why? Because they are not convinced of anything, but they are looking for spirituality. But in reality, they are not really spiritual people. They are empty. They have zero spirituality in their life. And here the Muslim, he's trying to do the same. He is hoping that when he sings the Quran, for someone he is a Western or European, he will be fascinated by the singing, a language you don't understand. And always if you listen to a song in a language you don't understand, like, if I listen to a song in African language, or even, it doesn't matter really what language. It's just because it is strange for me, I find it something interesting, because I'm not used to it. This is why most of us, all of us maybe, we like Indian songs. And maybe you like Indian movies more, because Indian movies is just about the music. I mean, there's no story in the story except singing and dancing. So certain culture can be fascinating, even though the culture itself deep inside is ugly and disgusting. But just because it's strange culture, some people, they find it amazing. And this is what the Muslims do. Those people do not know our culture. They don't even know what I'm saying in Arabic. So I'm going to sing the Quran for them. And because they are ignorant, they do not know Arabic, they will not notice how silly the Quran is. They will not notice how stupid the Quran is. So let us, let us recite the Quran. And this is what happened now. He's going to recite the Quran.
I seek refuge, I seek protection by God from the shaitan. That's what I see.
And here, by the way, you see how stupid this verse, because the one is talking is Allah. And Allah saying, I seek refuge, protection from Allah, by Allah from shaitan. But the rest of the chapter he is reciting is more stupid, and we will go and we will tell you why.
كافرون.
So the one who made the video, he skipped this part.
I will
As
just
he said
explain the
that.
last one. لكم دينكم ولي دين. Our religion, your religion. That means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shared the respect that we need to have between other.
You see, there is respect. So this verse is about respect. I mean, you just called them kafirin, you liar. You stupid. Kafirin mean people who lie and cover up the truth. He just called the bishop kafir. Kafir is not an Arabic word. Kafir is an old Aramaic word, even is used in the Egyptian language. So what kafir mean is someone who cover up for something is truthful. This is why you will see many cities, like because they are unknown, they call them, the name start with kafir. Kafir. Which mean it's a little village in the middle of nowhere and nobody knows about it. This is what the word kafir mean coming from. So kafir is someone who cover the truth with lies. So he is saying to the bishop, I call you kafir and I respect your religion. He just called him kafir. So either this Abdul is a donkey or he's a liar. I chose that he is a both. He knew what kafir mean. He knew this verse is not about respecting other belief. Because since when Islam, you know, what are you talking about? Islam is about defeating other belief by sword or by any mean. There is no respect. And this is how the only way Muslim they can fool people and make them think that Islam is a civil. You see, not long time ago, actually we have this Muslim which I promise him to, we can play the video after we finish talking to him if you want. What do you think, guys? Call him? What do you think? Call this gentleman? Because he just texted me. What do you think is better? Call the Muslim? Or continue the video or do it later? Let me know. Because he answered me, he said hi. I found his Skype and I texted him. And the chapter he is quoting, you know, is not only stupid. Actually, let us make the video go faster, and then I will call him. Let me tell him I will call you. Maybe we can save him from Muhammad. All right. So here now the Muslim lying again and stating that Islam respect, when Islam call us pigs, monkeys, najis, filthy, we are not allowed even to enter a so-called holy land. Kill them wherever you find them. You cannot respect the Christian and the Jews specifically. But according to this Abdul, respect them.
Other religions. That's why I want to share this with you.
My answer to that, I guess, is we have to love every human being unconditionally, no matter what religion they are, no matter who they are. However, one thing I cannot respect is misbelief, because when God has given His word and has given His message, and then other people have perverted that message or changed it, I can't agree with that.
Yes.
So
did you see what this smart bishop he did? I like this guy. He's just dig the grave of Muhammad. So the Muslim he was saying we respect, etc. You know, see this bishop is not a taqiyya like the Muslims. We as a Christian, we shall not lie. This is one of the commandment of God, right? You shall not lie. So say things as it is. So he just told him, well, you know, I respect, yeah, we love everybody, but I cannot respect someone who diverted the truth. He changed the truth. Talking about who? Talking about Muhammad. And this is what you will see soon. And this is why the Muslim, we do not know how much they took of his words. They took it off, all. But they left something, destroy Islam in 1 second. Just wait. Go, brother, go.
in the Bible, the message in its entirety tells you, I shall teach transgressors thy ways, and the ungodly shall come back unto thee. So the biggest gift I can give to someone is expose them to the truth.
Yeah. And what is your truth?
The truth is, well, what God has given us, the covenant that God gave us from the beginning of time until now. Nothing's changed. And so, according to their righteousness, so nothing.
See, he cut the video. See, the Muslim, he cut the video. They cut the video. We do not know what he said. He took it off.
Things changed. And so, according to their righteousness, so
Cowards. Cowards. Even though the bishop is speaking nicely, kindly, he did not go rude.
if you're born in Islam and then you live righteous in righteousness, then God will may present himself to you and show you, for example, that Christ is not just a prophet, but he is the living God.
Yes. Okay.
In Islam, you disagree with that. Yeah.
How many minutes? I think.
See, he wanna cut him off. How many minutes? How many minutes? He's telling his friend, cut the video off. Cut off, you know. How many minutes? How many minutes? Suddenly he wanna go. Suddenly he wanna go. But look what will happen now. What will happen is very awful to Muhammad. He's asking his friend who is in the camera, charging the camera, with his hand to cut off, you know. Like, don't act like you are recording, but don't record.
And you live righteous in righteousness, then God will may present himself to you and show you, for example, that Christ is not just a prophet, but he is the living God.
Yes. Okay.
In Islam, you disagree with that. Yeah.
How many minutes? I think. Left. How many minutes left?
How many left?
1 minute. Okay.
This guy is buying time, you know. Suddenly he is like, you know, how many minutes?
We Muslims believe in Jesus like he's a prophet, not a son of God, and also not a father.
Well, we believe Jesus is the Son of God. He is God himself.
We respect that.
We believe that Jesus was crucified truly. He was crucified as man, not as God, as man. And he done so in order to wash away our sins.
Okay, well, I respect your words, but we Muslims believe in that Jesus has not died yet. Allah put him to him right now.
But even in
Allah
Islam,
says in
Jesus says he's going to judge the world. Jesus will judge the world.
Jesus comes back.
He will come to judge. Only God can judge.
Oh boy, look at the Muslim. Did you notice what happened to the Muslim? Guys, look what happened to the Abdul. The bishop, he said to him, but Jesus will come as a judge in Islam. I want you to look at the eyes of the Abdul and how he is silenced. He doesn't know what to say. Not only that, he will act as he never heard of this before.
Jesus will judge the world.
Jesus comes back.
He will come to judge. Only God can judge.
Oh boy. Look at
What do
his
you mean
face.
with judge?
Only God can judge.
Look at his face.
Yes, but he's not going to
He will come again.
He cut it off. Guys, where he is going to judge? He just said where he is going to judge. Every Muslim, he knew that Jesus, how this guy, he knew that the Messiah is coming back. The same hadith which is saying the Messiah will come back is the same hadith saying he will be the judge. Not only he will be the judge, he will be an absolute just judge. This is what happened, you know, like Mimi Hijab when he was speaking to David Wood. Mimi Hijab, he says, who said so? You God, Allah have body part, who said so? But in the speaker corner speaking to Muslims, Allah have body part, yes. This is their prophet and this is authentic. By him, Muhammad is swearing by the devil Allah, saying by him, whose hand is my life? Son of Mary. So there's no confusion about who, because he might say Isa. We do not know who's Isa. He said the son of Mary. He, Yushikna, not will soon, not soon. This is false translation. Yushikna in Arabic mean extremely, like in the corner, not just soon. Descend among you as a just judge. Do you see the word just judge? Do you see it? Both names, titles, are the names of Allah. The Muslims, Allah, he have 99 names. One of them is the Just, Al-Adil, and the other one, the Judge. That is Jesus. So what Muhammad, he took the titles of Jesus and he gave it to his pagan God, Allah. And now this Abdul, he made himself, he act as if he heard nothing. Where you get this from? The bishop, he destroyed Islam in a second. He says, well, only God can judge. Human being cannot judge and he cannot be just. You see, there is different hadith where Muhammad, he confirmed that he is not just. He cursed people, he beat people, he whipped people unjustly. When the people, they start complaining about his behavior, what Muhammad, in order to make himself look better, he says, oh, don't worry, oh Allah, I am a human being. And for any person among the Muslims upon whom I hurl malediction or invoke curse, or I give him whipping, what he's doing? He is beating people unjustly. Make it a source of purity and mercy. A Muslim might say to you, oh, this is not about people who don't deserve. Read the title at the top. Chapter, whoever is cursed, revealed or prayed against by the prophet, when he does not deserve that. Do you see it? People, do you see it? So the person don't deserve to be beaten, to be cursed, to say the F word to him. This is the manner of Muhammad. The Muslims, they say that Muhammad was the best of mankind. Yet this guy, he go in the street and he beat people, he cursed people, he whipped people for no justification. Do you see it? How this man can be a prophet of God? If the one who practiced the law of God, he is unjust. Who is going to beat Muhammad now? So imagine you hire a judge to be the judge of the town or even the nation. He is a supreme judge, and then he go in the street and he beat people unjustly. He whipped their back unjustly. In the case of Jesus, look what Muhammad, he said. Muhammad, by the way, he is not in love with Jesus, but Muhammad is trying to earn the support of Jesus people. So he's trying to say to them, I'm not shaitan. See, look, I believe in Jesus. But in fact, he is the devil. And by the way, by saying this statement, he proved to us what? He proved that he is a false prophet, because he said, Liyushikna, he's almost down. He's almost here. And you will notice Muhammad, he said, descend. Do you see the word descend? Who descend? That means Jesus is in heaven, right? He descend. So Muhammad here, he gave false prophecy. This is number one. Muhammad here, he confirmed that Jesus is the only just person in the whole universe. And he is the only one is qualified to be judge, because the qualification of a judge is to be just. Human being can be hired as a judge, but he is not just, because a human being judge, he judged by his knowledge. You bring him two witnesses, even if they are false, well, he judge, he just judged based on the witness statement. But doesn't mean it's true. But to be just, that means your judgment is always right. Are you with me? And here this coward, he claimed that he never heard this before. He said, what? When? Where? What are you talking about? And they cut the video. So this bishop, he destroyed Islam in a second. What do you mean he will be judged? Abdul said. What do you mean? This Abdul, who is supposedly going in the street to spread Islam, he never heard. So Christian prince, the Christians, the bishop, who don't even speak Arabic, he heard that Jesus will come back, according to Muslims, as a just judge. But this Muhammadan who grow his beard and he give Quran out, he never heard of this before. Can you believe it? This is why we say Islam without lies dies. It is the religion of the devil. A person who lie about his religion must be satanic. There's no way you are following the true God and you lie about what you believe. But this is what Islam teach. Islam always is about lying. Taqiyya is allowed as long the intention supposedly is good. So the Muslims, their intention is to convert you, and that is a good intention according to them, so I can lie to you. But that all refuted from the mouth of Jesus himself. He said the father of all lies is who? Is Satan. The father of all lies is Satan. So you cannot defend God by lying, which means you cannot defend God by Satan. This is who they are.
And he done so in order to wash away our sins.
Okay, well, I respect your words, but we Muslims believe in that Jesus is not died yet. He got Allah put him to him right now.
But even in
Allah says in
Islam,
the Quran,
Jesus he says he's going to...
And you know, if we ask the Muslims why Allah he took Jesus up, he did not take Muhammad. Isn't it Muhammad the favorite boy to Allah? Why Allah will not take Muhammad to him? Let us call our friend here. And by the way, this guy, he texts me in Patreon. He is very nice, very friendly. So I will be even nicer to him, you know, because he don't deserve to. You know. Always I am nice with the Muslim. I will be nicer than him if he is nice. If he will be rude, then I will give him what he deserves. And you notice that all the time, right? Because there is some people who they are bully. There are some Muslims, they are bully. Like Mimi Hijab. They cannot refute you, they cannot answer you, so they try to bully you. Bully is one of the method of Islam, actually. If you go in the Quran, like even the chapter he talking about the Quran there's a chapter about, it's called Al-Masad, which is the uncle of Muhammad. Muhammad, God, he is bullying the uncle of Muhammad. Can you believe it? God himself is a bully. Let us call our friend here and hope we will have a good discussion together. We are calling him. I hope he will answer. Hello?
Hey, Christian friend, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, my friend. How are you doing?
Okay, thank you. How are you? It's good?
Thank you first for emailing me. I'm happy to hear from you. And I am more happy that you are very polite, you know, from your email. I appreciate the way you spoke to me. And I welcome you here. What do you like to share with us?
Thank you very much. I was just wondering, is it, you know, I've been following your challenge for a long time.
Okay.
And if I want to see some verses, or like if I want something in my screen, so where can I?
What do you mean? You want to show me things from the Quran, you mean?
No, as if I want you to put something on the screen, so I can, so in which way can I follow it?
Okay, like what do you want? What do you want?
Okay, we can come there. I was just wondering, like, if it's...
No problem. Yeah, I always I like to put reference on the screen. No problem. Okay. But you have to tell me what exactly you are talking about. Okay, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Okay, of course. I can just begin with, you know, my English is not so good. As I told you earlier, I live in a Scandinavian country.
All right.
To be especially, I live in Sweden, but I have an Asian background.
Okay.
I'm a Muslim, like always been Muslim. And lately, you know, like before I come in contact to your channel, I've been listening lots of debates in speaker corners, and it's never my intention to like prove someone wrong. It's for my own knowledge, because I've been reading Quran since I was a child. with the translation, and there are like, as I follow these different debates, there are different types of questions come up, and as I follow you, you have also, and I don't find many people could answer.
Okay.
So that was, I was wondering if it's better if I talk to you personally.
Sure. Good. I'm happy to
Share
hear
my
from you.
thoughts.
And let's go straight to the questions, and so we can, get into the conversation in
Of course.
deep. Yeah.
Yes. I'm not really ready, but but I have some notes I have written for myself. The thing is, I was wondering, I've always had this conversation. Like, there are some verses in the Quran. I can maybe show you.
Okay.
It's because I know I've heard lots of debates. Like, people say Quran is a copy of like the books from before, and I have especially one verse I can just show you. Just for example, because I know there's a word. Just a second. Because I know you have been speaking about these words also before, but I will show you just a second.
No problem.
Yeah, we can take, it's from the Thunder, I think chapter Thunder, verse 16.
Chapter what?
Its name is Arad, the Thunder.
Arad. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's chapter 13, verse 16.
All right.
Just to like...
verse 16.
Yes.
All right.
Where,
okay.
In compared to the verse I also look in the Bible, it's, correct me if I'm wrong, it's 2 Corinthians 6:14.
Okay. All right.
Yes. What I find is, because, I've been lately also reading Bible. So what I found, if you take this verse, the Quran verse, and with the Bible, they speak about like light cannot, they said like light and darkness cannot go together. I don't know if you have the verse in front of you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here you notice that the Quran is copying from the Bible, you mean?
No, I've heard this debate many times.
Okay.
I have heard this point. But,
Okay.
what my thought is, there cannot be, it's either how you see it, because you cannot either see it, it's a copy, or you can either see it, it's
I will make it simple for you.
Yeah.
First of all, I can say, well, this is the same God repeating the same thing. So what a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but this is not the case. Why? If we go to verse number 13, you will see that according to the Quran, the angel, the rod, is not a thunder. The rod is an angel. So the Quran is full of fictions. If you go and read the interpretation, any interpretation you wish, the thunder is an angel who glorify Allah, and he have a fire belt in his hand. So when he moved his right hand, they asked Muhammad, so what is the light we see? He said, this is when he moved his fire belt toward 70,000 angels in his right hand. What about the other light we see? He says, this is when he moved his fire belt to the other 70 in his left hand. So this is an angel. He's in charge of the thunder, and he drive the cloud from place to place. So here we notice that Islam is not just copying. Islam is copying everything, including fiction stories. You know what I mean? So suddenly the thunder, if we go to interpretation now, and I will show it to you on the screen. You see my screen?
Yes, I can
All
see
right.
that. Yeah.
Okay, I will go to 13:13, and we will read the interpretation.
No, I think it was 13:16. The verse I was.
Yeah, but I went just to show you that okay. It's not the same, because simply Muhammad, he copied from everybody. He copied fiction stories too. So here it says, if you read with me, this is Tafsir al-Jalalain. The thunder who is in charge of the cloud driving them, while he constantly proclaim his praise that he says glory to Allah through his praise. All right, and then it says here, and he say Bismillahi wa bihamdihi, etc. And to the angels proclaim his praise in a way of him that is of God. He unleashed the thunderbolt. These are fire which is issues from the cloud, and submit to whom he will. So we have verses in the Bible about God. He can use the nature, he can use thunder to punish people too. But here you will notice that suddenly the thunder is an angel. He's in charge of the cloud. If we go to Ibn Kathir, we'll see the same story. This is Ibn Kathir. Let us go. So what I'm trying to say to you, like in Quran chapter 9 verse number 60, the Quran says that Muhammad is an ear. Why they call him ear? Because simply he is an ear. He's like a radar. If he hear anything, he take it, he put it in the Quran. So it's not going to be surprised if Muhammad he hear, like he obviously there's many things. Actually, he copy even Paul. We can quote many verses.
Just to
if you read me here before we continue, I will give you the mic. Here you say it says here. This is Ibn Kathir. Explain about the Ra'd, and he is saying, let us see here. I hope they did not take it off, because Ibn Kathir in English is different from Ibn Kathir in Arabic. It says here.
Just to pause you there, what I'm trying to mean here, this is not my main point, like it's not about the verses. What I was trying to make my point is how can we explain the verses in the Quran? Because, at the same time, there are verses in the Quran where God said that Prophet Muhammad couldn't read and write,
Who said Muhammad cannot read? Where it says that?
But this is a story when the angel Jibril visited Prophet Muhammad. Is it like you can...
No, my friend, anyone who speaks Arabic, he should know that this is not true, because the word ummi does not mean he don't speak, he don't read or write. If you go in the Quran, in 2 seconds I will prove it to you. If we type the word ummi, this is the word the Muslim they keep using to explain that Muhammad is an illiterate, right?
Yes.
Okay, but this is a word does not mean a person who do not know read or to write. Remember here we are talking about God and religion. We are not talking about education of someone want to go to school. So Muhammad, he is a person who do not know God. He is from the Gomai. The Gomai is the pagan. If you go to chapter 2 as an example, not limited, verse number 78, it says here, and there among them the Jews. No, this is not about the Jews. Actually, this is false. They add the word Jews. وَمِنْهُمْ أُمِّيُّونَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ الْكِتَابِ. And from among them, illiterate people who know not the book. So do you see who is the illiterate? It's someone who do not know the book. It's not about not knowing how to write, how to read. And this is repeated many times in the Quran. I can show you another verse. Chapter 3, verse number 20. Here is dividing the people to two kinds of people. Ummiyin and Muslims. Okay, why the Muslims are... all the Muslims do not know how to write, how to read. The Quran call all Muslims Ummiyin. Here it says, those who they are giving the scriptures, between two brackets, the Jews and the Christians, and those who they are illiterate. Do you see it?
So it's in Arabic, so I cannot...
No, I'm showing you in English. Okay, let me give you the website I'm using, so you can switch with me as I switch.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So the Muslims, sadly, they claim that they are the one who knows their religion, but in fact, we are the Christians who taught them their religion always. And this is why Muhammad, he refused to debate the monks who came to him from Najran. So here it says clearly, if you open the verse,
Yeah.
Those who they are illiterate, between two bracket, and this is a Muslim translation, remember, not mine. Between two bracket, Arab pagans. So those who they are giving the books are not illiterate. But is it possible that all the Christians go to school at that time? That is impossible, you know? That is impossible. There's people who they are poor. There's no school actually, you know? I mean, the one who teach them usually at that time is a rabbi or a monk, the church. But no, there's no school. So the Quran divide the group of people into two. People who have scriptures, those cannot be called illiterate. Why? Because they are given a book. But doesn't mean all of them they know how to write, how to read. And the other group is the illiterate about God, about God. They are pagan. So the Muslim, they could not even find a very simple thing to explain their book. This is how I find Islam very awkward, and I wonder how in the world Islam is established and how the Muslim cannot see it. I mean, it's in front of you. It doesn't say that, or I'm making things up.
Yeah, the other thing is, as I told you always, there can always be like how you see it.
No. It's not about how you see it, my friend. We have to be clear here. This is how we see it, or this is how it is. It says the illiterate, who they are the pagan. So there's two groups. The people. Why the Quran is not calling the Christians and the Jews illiterate? Because they are not. They are not illiterate about God. They are people of the book. You cannot call someone he knew God and he have the book of God illiterate. So those who they are gomai, those are the pagan, are the one who they are illiterate, and that is Muhammad. Let me show you another verse. I can show you tons of verses. Not only that, even Muhammad himself, he was sent as an illiterate, as a pagan to the pagan. If you go to chapter 62, verse number 2, and let me give you the link so you can open it easy too, to make it easier for you to follow with me. Read with me. He it is who sent among the illiterate once messenger, Muhammad, from among themselves. So they are illiterate too. And he is illiterate. Do you see it?
You know, I've as I told you, I've seen many debates where you have been speaking about these verses, and I've been also like following there. People say like, if we follow it as it says, of people among from themselves, in that case, it will be someone who is illiterate to someone who is also illiterate.
But there's no way all the Arab are illiterate. Illiterate here is about what? About illiterate who they are not having the book. Okay, I will give you another one. Does the Quran confirm that Muhammad is a pagan?
I'm not so sure about it, you know.
Okay, let us be sure then. In the Quran, it says, actually, I'm not sure what verse I will show you. I have tons of them, but I'm just trying to take a shortcut. Okay. If we go,
just one question, CP, so as I can follow you. So if I understand you correct, so you mean in this case that this think about that Prophet Muhammad is illiterate, it's not true. Is that what you're trying to tell me so I can understand?
Muhammad never was illiterate. Muhammad, he used to learn, and he learned how to write, how to read long before. Muhammad, he used to be a businessman working for Khadija, correct? And those who work in buying and selling, they have to calculate, they have to write down notes, because this is how trade work. You cannot be a person who go from place to place and you do not know how to write, how to read. People will laugh at you. People will fool you, will scam you. So in the Quran here, in chapter 93, it says, he found you lost, not as they say here, wandering, lost, and he gave you guidance. What was Muhammad lost? What does that mean if somebody is lost?
Yeah, it can be in the meaning like lost from religion.
Okay, but lost what? I mean, for sure not lost about finding his way in the street. So a person who followed the true God is not lost, correct? All right. But we have more verses to confirm what we are going to talk about. There's more verses confirm that Muhammad, he have zero faith in the true God, as we see here in chapter 42, verse number 52. It says, Ma kunta tadri. Here we go. Do you know Arabic?
No,
Okay, it's okay, no problem. But I'm just, because if you know Arabic, that will make it easier for me. So in verse number chapter 42, verse number 52, it says, if you read with me here, thou knows not before that what was revelation and what was faith. This is the Muslim translation. You change the translation, by the way, you will find a new, suddenly new Quran, because every Muslim translation is a fiction translation, trying to make the Quran look better. Different translation. It says here, you know not what is the book, nor what is faith. If I say to you, you have zero faith, you do not know what faith. What does that mean? Not only you do not know the book, you don't have faith. You do not know what faith. What do you think?
Of course, yeah.
Another, actually, just to make it more simple about Muhammad, he knew how to write, to read. When Muhammad was dying, he asked them to bring him papers and pen, like, you know, the ink pen, you know, old days. When he was dying, he said to the Muslims, bring me a paper and a pen, I will write for you a book, so you will not ever be misled after this. How Muhammad asking them for pen and paper if you do not know how to write, how to read, and he want to write for them. And this is, let me show you the hadith. Here.
You know, Sibi, what I was thinking.
Okay. Do you see the hadith? Before we continue.
Of course.
This is Al-Bukhari. This is not any fiction, you know, this is very authentic. So he said, Muhammad in his death, he said, bring for me paper and I will write for you a statement after which you will not go astray. Do you see it?
I cannot see it in my, but I'm
okay,
listening.
I will send you the link, no problem. Here we go.
Yeah, of course.
You can open it and see it. So a person who do not know how to write, how to read, he will not say, bring me a pen. You know, he will say, write for me this, correct? Is that correct?
Right. Yes.
Yeah, but he's not asking for a writer to write. He said, bring me a paper and a pen so I will write for you. Is that confirmed to you, like now 100% that Muhammad, obviously he knew how to write, how to read?
You know, as I see it right now, but you know, I'm the person I like to take my time. That's
Okay,
the reason why
but here I wanna take your attention for something very important. Do you see what happened in this hadith here? This is authentic, very much authentic. This is Al-Bukhari. That means everything the Muslims have is a lie. Why? Because Muhammad claiming that this is what he will write is what will make them not to be misled. Correct? What he was going to write is what the Muslims they need, so they will not be misled. So the whole Quran was a joke then. And then you will notice here that Umar ibn Khattab, he says Hajar al-Rasul, which means he lost his mind. He's being stupid. And he said, we have the Quran and that's enough. We have the Quran, read carefully. You know? Actually here in the hadith doesn't say it, but I can show it to you from different hadith. So Umar, he said to them, no, don't give him anything. This guy, he lost his mind. Hajar al-Rasul, you know, imagine how somebody he say such a thing. So Umar, he says, we have the book of Allah, and that is enough. We don't want him to write anything more. All of those is authentic hadith.
You know, CP, as I told you, as I follow your YouTube videos, then the question will be, why all this big conspiracy? You understand what I'm trying to say? Because if we also look like how many people follow Islam, you know, if you remember when I talked to you first time, I told you, for me it's more important to coming to the truth. So then it will be many questions. Okay, then why Islam is here?
So what? There is atheist is here. People who worship Satan are here. Buddhism is here. You know, there's a billion, a trillion religion in this earth. So what? Why evil here? Why evil is here? Why Satan is here? Is Satan is here?
Yeah, Satan is.
Yeah. So everybody, you know, cockroaches are here. Worms are here. So this is what the struggle of a human being is about. Is about you follow the truth, and the truth will set you free. And you have a freedom to choose. By the way, in Islam, you don't have freedom to choose because Muslims believe in destiny, which make Islam more stupid. Because if I have a destiny to believe in Islam, so what the point to convert to Islam? I did not convert because this is destiny. So Islam is backward in every aspect you can imagine. It's stupid, it's wrong, history wrong, science wrong, language wrong. The Quran full of mistakes in Arabic. And then they'd say to you, this is an amazing religion, but not for me. I find it very stupid, very silly. Same time, you know, like I'm asking you now about your logic. If this is what make a religion right, well, Christianity is the biggest belief in the world. Does that mean we are right and everybody wrong? That's because we are many? What is that? This is false. Because simply, upon the time, once Jesus have only 12 disciples, correct?
Yes.
So does that mean that Jesus at that time he was wrong because others believed they were way more? According to Muslim Muhammad himself, he have the first believer was his wife. So, yes. Okay, yes. Does that mean Muhammad was wrong at that time? And then when the number became bigger, he became right? So this is not a healthy logic. And speaking about Muhammad become his wife, she became the first believer as Muhammad he claimed. Do you know what happened?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. The last part.
Do you know what happened? Like how his wife she became like she believed him that this is an angel who coming to Muhammad, Khadija. She did striptease to him.
I've heard this debate when you have it.
About, so here you see, I mean, this is stupid. I mean, what kind of a prophet? He himself do not know if he has seen an angel or not. And then the wife, she asked him to sit in the top of her right leg and then the left leg. And then she asked him to sit in the top of her in a sexual position, taking off her clothes. And then because the angel supposedly he cannot see the angel in the corner, she confirmed for him that this is an angel. Shouldn't Muhammad himself is a prophet of God receive the confirmation from God if this is an angel or not? His wife, who's his wife? If his wife was a pagan woman, then how his wife, she can tell him who's an angel, who's not?
You know, CB, this is the thing, like, because as I have listened to your channel and many of the debates, especially, you know, what I was also, like, going in my mind, as I told you, the many scholars from the speaker corners, you know, I follow, like, many. You have Brother Mansour, Brother Hashim, and I've never seen them.
Those aren't scholars, those are potato. What scholar? They don't even dare to speak to me for a second.
So that's what I mean. That's make
scholars
more doubtful. You see, that's making more doubtful. And that's the reason why we are talking here today.
Okay. You know what? I want to make it easier for you. Tell me what is holding you to stay as a Muslim. And let's see if I can convince you that you are wrong. So tell me why you are still a Muslim.
You know, I've been like reading the Quran, okay? I know like there are many...
You are reading the false Quran.
Sorry?
Because you are reading the translation, correct?
I'm reading the translation, yes.
Exactly. So you never read the Quran. The Quran translation have nothing to do with the Quran. And I assure you that. And you can choose every single translation you wish. You will find that all of them, they are false. But anyway, continue.
You know, there's yeah. So what I have found, because you know, you know, it's very hard because you know, if you're born into a Muslim, okay, it's most of the time it's not too easy to think this is not the right path, because you think automatically this is the right path. It's depend on how you like, how much deep you want to know. For me, I have always been interested, like, to learn about and listen to different debates. So until now, what I have read in the Quran, I've seen like many signs and many things.
Give me one. Let us go one over one. Let us see if those signs you see is true.
We can just take an example. If you know this, let me say, it's about the star. You know, the sound the stars make.
The sun what?
You know the star.
What star?
Make noise. There's a words about.
The stars make noise?
Yeah, how the stars it sounds. If you know the words, what
I'm not sure about making noise, what do you mean? But let me search in Google, Prophet Google, about Muslim claiming something in the Quran. Make noise. Quran.
It's the sound of the star.
Miracles.
Like, it's like a knocking door. If
it's what? Okay, hold on. Let me. I'm looking for in Google to see where Muslim mention. Okay, knocking door. Okay. You are talking about An-Najm al-Tariq. Let us see. Yeah, al-Tariq. You see here you see the deception. If you read every Islamic interpretation, do you see anything of what they are saying today? So how come the Arab who speak Arabic never mentioned this before? Now the Western, they discover something, we try to match it with the Quran. And that's what the Muslims try to do. You say to them, Big Bang. They say to you, we will find you the Big Bang in the Quran. You say, At-Tariq, they will say to you, oh, the Quran, speak about it, you know. At-Tariq, let us go. I will just show you how the Muslims, they fabricate answers always. Always. This is the tafsir. This is the government website of Saudi Arabia is not open. Let us see here. So this is Ibn Kathir, and I will open Ibn Kathir in English too.
Okay.
But this is Ibn Kathir in Arabic. At-Tariq is just a name the Arab they gave to the star before Islam even exists. And the reason it's called this way, because it appears at night, not because it's come or it make noise or knock at the door. So here you will see it says, Al-Qutada, إنما سمي النجم الطارق لأنه إنما يرى بالليل ويختفي بالنهار. I will use Google Translation. Here we go. That's all. Have nothing to do. This is not Muhammad giving the name. This is not Allah giving the name. This is the Arab called this star. If this is true, that means the Arab, the pagan, they are the one who knows God more than Muhammad. Do you see it? At-Tariq, because it's called, this is star called At-Tariq, because it's only visible at night and disappear during the day. So it come to our door, but it's not knocking at the door. Make noise. By the way, all the stars make noise because they have explosions on them.
No, my understanding is like of this verse is like.
Do you see? I mean, do you see the interpretation, my friend? Did you see the interpretation, or this is my fabrication now? Do you see it? This is Ibn Kathir. Okay, so this is the original meaning, the reason for the meaning. The Muslim today, they try to fabricate and make it about something else. But this is not what it says. This is not the reason. And this is a name given by the Arab, not Allah. You see, if the Arab is the one who gave this. I mean, if Muhammad is the first one who says that word and he have different meaning, I would say, okay, Muhammad, how he knew that? But this is a name, is even they call a human being Tariq. A human being, his name is Tariq. There's before Islam. So this is very well known, have nothing to do with knocking doors. And the Arab call it this way because this star appear only in daytime and come to their doors, which means come to them to appear at night. And this is the interpretation in front of you. But here you notice, by the way, what kind of God he speak about this? What is the point? Nothing. Because if you read with me, Allah, he swear by such a star. How come the Muslim did not notice that this is a pagan swear? Why God, he swear by a star called At-Tariq? Why Allah swear by the heaven? Why Allah swear by the other star? The person. What's wrong with this God? Because God do not swear by something is less value than him if he swear. As an example, your God, he swear by the fig. Wat-tin was zaytun. So how come the Muslim did not notice something fishy here and something silly? When Allah, he swear by the heaven, does that mean we shall believe him now? What do you think? Like, does that make Allah more truthful when he swear by the heaven and the star? If I swear by my cat, if I have a cat or a dog, does that mean you have to believe me now that I'm truthful? Is that a star is so dear to Allah? Like, is it maybe the mother of Allah, maybe the nurse of Allah, maybe the sister of Allah? Well, why Allah swear by a star?
You know, it can be his creation. But the thing is, as I told you, this is not like in the details what I'm trying to say. My question is,
my
like,
friend, our creation, Apple made the mouse, okay? So does that mean the maker of Apple, they swear by the mouse? Don't you think this is silly? So
yeah,
like we bring the one who started the company of Apple in the court. He have a problem. He want to prove that he is telling the truth. So he bring with him a mouse and he say, I swear by this mouse. What is this? Well, you swear by your creation. Your creation is equal to nothing. It's your creation. A person, he swear by something like big in value. Big to whom? Isn't it you Muslim, you say Allahu Akbar? What Akbar mean? The Muslim, they say Allah is a greater. So, which is false, by the way. Akbar does not mean greater. Akbar mean bigger. But we will go with that. So, how the greater swear by the less great? He is the greater.
you see, CP, this type of questions, what I'm trying to say is I'm not suitable to answer because I'm not into, as you say, I'm not like...
I'm not asking you, my friend. I'm not asking you to answer. I'm asking you to think with me. You see, I'm not expecting you to answer, but I'm expecting you as an adult, mature, seeking the truth, to think. Why God when I swear? Like imagine a God, you know, that you are watching a movie about God who is so powerful, etc., and then he swear by the turtle.
It can be a saying, you know, like if it can be
okay, hold on, just to show you, before you continue. If you go with me little bit, you will see something very stupid. According to the Quran, it says here, يخرج من بين خلق من ماء دافق يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب. According to the Quran, the same chapter, verse number 6 and 7, the sperm come from the man and the woman. The woman's sperm coming from her ribs, and the man's sperm coming from his backbone. But both are wrong. Do you really believe? I mean, do you need even to be genius to know? Do you really believe that women have a sperm and it's coming from their ribs? What do you think?
No, I've listened to it before, and that's the thing, because there is the reason why I need to understand, and people normally don't knowledge these things. That's the reason, like because I've been also in contact with some Muslims, and you never get to these things, and the reason is also you never get to ask like this kind of question because you are not, how do you say it, like you're not really in details when you just come to the Quran, which can be also wrong because
No,
as you told me-
hold on. You see, focus with me. Focus with me for a second, please. Listen, as long we mention the chapter, can we mention other verses in the chapter? How come the Muslim they saw the chapter speaking about the star is called the Tariq, which is funny, but how come they did not see that the same chapter is speaking about a woman, she have a sperm coming from her ribs, and the man have a sperm coming from his backbone? How come they see something, they did not see the rest? Because the rest is stupid. This one, we can fool people with it. Read with me. This is Ibn Kathir. Do you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Ibn Kathir, he is explaining the verse. So you will see it's not my statement about the sperm of the women. By the way, women, they are lying to us. They claim that they have breast, but those are not breasts. Those are breast testicles. Because obviously they have a sperm according to Allah and coming from there. At-Tara'ib is not only the ribs, it is the top. You see where like, you know, if you put your finger between your two ribs meet in the top, right away in the top, like next to your neck, you know what I mean? There's like a hole. The women, their hole here is deeper, right? This is Tara'ib. So according to the Quran, read carefully. He created you from gushing forth, meaning sexual fluid that comes out, burst forth from the man and the woman. Human being created from sexual fluid coming from the man and the women. Not the man only. The women see have sexual fluid, which will make the baby. And thus the child is produced from both of them by the permission of Allah, for sure, by permission of Allah. Are you kidding me? And then, meaning the backbones of the man and the ribs of the women. Do you see it? Let me zoom in. How come the Muslims, and you are one of them, you notice what you claim to be a miracle science in the Quran, but you did not see how silly the Quran about tons of things. I mean, this is so obvious, so clear. How come nobody see it?
And that's the question why I'm also asking you.
No. This is not a question you're asking me. This is a question you're asking yourself. Why the Muslims, they don't see? Simply because they hide anything will make Muhammad look stupid and the Quran look dummy. And we try to find something, we manipulate the language to make it fit with science. But in reality, the second we read the Quran carefully, we'll find that the science will die laughing at the Quran. And yes, by the way, people are not agreeing with me that women, they have a breast testicles. My friend, what are you talking about? Allah says so, must mean Allah made true. Listen, how Allah, he knew that women, they have sperm coming from their ribs. This is amazing. But imagine, my friend, if it's true, like if science discover that really women, they have semen coming from their ribs, the Muslim will go crazy. They will make millions of videos about it. But now, because this is very silly and very stupid, and obviously it's wrong, the Muslim, they bury it. It's the same chapter, it's just 2 verses after. They saw those verses, the 2 verses are before it, they don't see the verses after, which is horrible.
That's the confusing part, CP. That's the thing. As I told you, I don't find this answer.
No, there's an answer. No, you see? I promise you I will speak nice to you, correct?
Yeah, of course. No,
okay, but don't be upset from me. If I say to you now you are deceiving yourself. You know the answer. You know this is false. Are you really saying to me that you do not know that women, they have no sperm? Never have a sperm? Since when women have a sperm? Who is the scientist who said women have a sperm?
No, that's not what I'm trying to mean. I mean, of course, but I would like to have explanation from a Muslim.
This is a Muslim. This is a Ibn Kathir.
How they...
My friend, today Muslims, they fabricate. You see what happened? What happened? You see, if the Muslims closer to, let us say, if Peter, who was next to Jesus, he gave me a wrong explanation to what Jesus said, do you think I am, who came 2,000 years after, can I do better explanation? The one who witnessed the teacher, he was in the classroom, he did not get it right, and the one who came 10,000 years after he got it right. So here, those are the one more close to Islam and more close in age. You know, like we can go to Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari. We can confirm that from the hadith itself. Sorry. If we go in the hadith, is it possible that Muhammad himself, he got the interpretation wrong? No way, you know. According to Muhammad, the person, every one of you, will be collected as a semen in the womb of his mother for 40 days. Which scientists can say so? According to Muhammad, when after the baby is finished, the angel, he asks Allah, Allah, shall she be a female or male? Now the baby is completed. The hadith in front of you. It says here, when a drop of semen remain in the womb for 40, Muhammad, look, Muhammad is he's so honest. He's not sure, like 40, 45 days, night. The angel come and say, oh my Lord, good or evil. So you see the destiny here? This is another form of stupidity. So according to your prophet, the woman, she kept her semen, the semen from the man, in her womb for 40 or 45 days. According to science, semen can live maximum 5 to 6 days. So which one is saying the truth? And this is authentic. This is very authentic. So if I want to keep saying to myself, well, I'm looking for answer, the answer in front of you, Muhammad making things up. There's no way. Okay, who is the one who taught Muhammad this information? Did he go to school? You told me that Muhammad did not know how to write, how to read, correct?
Yes.
So where he received this information? From the angel, correct?
As I say, this is hard to answer, as I told you.
No, it's not hard. You are, you know, I'm just being honest with you. You are afraid. You are afraid. No, it's not hard. You are afraid to say, I agree with you. This is stupid. You are just afraid. It's not about hard answer. No. You know the answer already. You know that this is false.
No, I'm not saying it's not true. But what I'm telling you, when you have, because if I'm grown up in the religion, it's hard for me to caution it over a day. Like I can have some thoughts, but it's hard for me to accept it. As I told you, I need to have my time.
I'm not asking you to leave Islam in a 2 seconds. I'm saying, do you agree this is wrong or not?
Yes, from the explanation, what I've seen here.
No, not explanation. You read it. I want you to read it, not me. Okay, is it wrong or right, according to your understanding?
It's wrong.
Okay, so I do not. That's it. So Islam is wrong. This is the most authentic. This is the Quran. This is the Hadith. So what we can do more? So this is going to be from God. You are out of Islam already. As long as this is wrong. Well, this is wrong. You mentioned to me the star. Okay, is the sun is a star? Is it?
Sorry, CP. Once again, I didn't hear you, the last part.
You mentioned to me the star when you mentioned chapter 86. Is it, but I'm saying to you, is the sun is a star?
The sun is a star, yes.
Okay. So when the Quran says that Zulqarnain, he found the sun set in a murky water, and the Muslim, they try to cover up what the Quran is saying. What do you think about that?
I've heard the explanation. They are speaking about like if you are in the beach and if you see the sun is going down. So
I like what you just said. Where is the beach in the verse?
That's the explanation what I have heard.
No. You see, who care? They are liars. Do you see the word beach? It says spring. Have you ever heard of a spring have a beach?
No.
Okay. So where the sun set? You know, you talk to Zakir Naik, we say, you know, when you go to the ocean, you see the sun is going in the water. You think that the water, you know, the sun is going in the water. But in reality, the Quran is not saying that. It's saying from the appearance. What appearance? It's Allah talking. It's not even Zulqarnain. Allah saying he reached the sitting place of the sun. he found the sun sitting in a spring of bloody hot boiling water. There's no appearance. This is not from his, the way he saw. No, he found it. And there's a spring of water. There's no ocean. Do you see the word ocean? There's no ocean. So they lie. They add ocean. They change the word spring into ocean. They add the word from his, prescription. Like, what the heck is that? I mean, the verse is so clear. Allah is talking. They ask Muhammad, the Jews, they made fun of Muhammad as usual. They want to get him busted. They said to him, Muhammad, tell us about the prophet Zulqarnain. Muhammad, he believed in that he's a prophet. So now suddenly he became, Zulqarnain become a prophet of Allah, and Allah sent him in the earth, and he made him establish kingdom, etc. But this is fiction. The story of Zulqarnain, Muhammad is copying from it, is a story written by a person from Syria. It's a fiction story about a real person. There's many stories. There's many stories about, like, you will find a movie about president, etc. In his time, there's terrorism. Terrorists, they are coming to kill him. The president is real. The name is real. But all the rest of the story is fiction. And this is exactly what happened. So now they are asking you, Muhammad, Allah speaking, about Zulqarnain. Say, I shall recite to you something of his story. Who's talking? Allah. So the one is saying, until he reached the sitting place of the sun, which is stupid to say, because where is the sitting place of the sun? So what the Quran making it clear that there is a place where the sun set, and then he found it sitting. There's an idiot, his name is Fifi. He said that the Quran said that he found the wall as it was going to fall. Found the wall, that means he found a real wall. So he tried to fix it, he make it more blind. As long as you found something, it's a find. It's not a mystery. It's not a fiction. I found. So Allah is talking. He found the sun sitting in a black muddy water. If we go in the hadith, we'll find the hadith confirm that. Here we go. And the funny, the Muslim, they say, if a hadith contradicts the Quran, we don't accept it, which is false. Here we go. This is Muhammad explaining where the sun set. Can Muhammad, do Muhammad know, or can he explain the Quran better than the Muslims, or the Muslims can, I don't know why the website. Okay, it is now. All right. It is saying, here we go. This is an authentic hadith, sahih in chain. There's nothing wrong with it. I was sitting behind the Messenger of Allah, who was riding a donkey, while the sun was setting. He asked, do you know where this set? I replied, Allah and his apostle know best. He said, it's set in a spring of boiling water, not warm. Translation is false. This is Muhammad. So you say to me, you heard the translation or interpretation for it. And all of them, as you said, it's appearance from his perspective, correct? But as you see, Muhammad, he's confirming now. This is not nothing to do with Zulqarnain now, no more. He is telling him where it goes. So do we need more evidence that Muhammad, he is just making things up?
CP, okay, for a moment, just let's say like I'm doubtful about it. And then the question will be arise, okay, what is a true religion?
First of all, there's no true religion. There's a truth. Religion is not a true. Religion is a man-made. Christianity is not a religion. They can call it in dictionary religion, but Christianity is not a religion. The truth is what we should seek.
All right.
Okay.
So then will be the point, what is the truth? As I understand, like maybe speaking to you, or maybe like, it's different, because if I speak to a Christian, he will say, our faith is true. If I speak to someone else, he will going on answer the same.
Very normal. Yeah, very normal. But at the end of the day, it is your mind and your soul together. They have to work together. and you come to the truth, which you think it is the truth. You think, not necessarily true. So, in Christianity, when you believe in Jesus, that means you were able to combine both the facts, which is in some cases not facts, but it can be facts. It depends how you see it, and your spirit. So in Christianity, both of them, they have to come together and to accomplish a belief. And that belief, when it happened, then you will know if it is really true or not. How? The Messiah, he said, search the truth and find it, and the truth will set you free. So when you find the truth, you will examine something special. You will be set free, which means you will examine different life and different experience of life. So this is the proof. Because I can say, okay, I want to become a Buddhist, but still I am confused. I mean, it's just fictions and ideas and philosophy. Your soul, you don't have a soul. You are the same as a tree. You are going to come back again as a cockroach or a cat. It's just tons of fictions and confusing stories. But with the Messiah, as the Messiah, he says in John, the truth will set you free. And how the truth will set you free? You will become a new person. So the Messiah, he mentioned, you will be born again. So this is the only proof you can witness, because everything is an idea. Heaven is an idea. It can be true, it can be false. God is an idea. It can be true, it can be false. Everybody who have religion have God. Satan is God for many. So money is God, sex is God. Everybody have his own God or gods. It's an idea. You believe in it, and then that's it. You are following it. But in the case of the Messiah, you will notice something will change in your life. If somebody convert to Islam and he is a really, really truthful believer, he will become a terrorist. So change will follow if you believe in something from your heart. A person who really convert to Islam, he have no choice but to hate everyone as a Muslim. You see all those videos made by, you know, some, they do da'wah, like the guy we were playing his video saying we respect the religion. We know that this is false. So the most common thing you see from those who are Muslims is they do lie. And the most common thing you will see from those who believe in Jesus, they cannot lie. They cannot. So when you see somebody saying you cannot lie and you belong to me, the father of all lies is the devil. And then you see someone like Muhammad saying you can lie to your friends. The wife, she can lie to her husband. The husband can lie to his wife. You can lie to your enemy. So who's left? We establish a society of everybody lying to everybody. And what is the point? Corruption. Because this is what lies do. Corruption in earth. When Muhammad, he say, or the Muslim, they say, that the Prophet have 16 privilege. One of them, if his eyes fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her so he can have her. And then we see what Jesus said is totally the opposite. Totally the opposite. When David, he took a woman, he married her. How he married her? He sent her husband to war. He liked the women. So the husband died at war so he can marry her. God condemned him. God destroyed his family. God even caused even his son to die. That is the difference. So you have a God is the God of the is a devilish God in Islam. And in Christianity, you will see dignity. You will see the top of ethic. Actually, you cannot find, and I challenge anyone to find someone is extreme in ethic as Jesus. I mean, he make it so hard for us as a Christians.
A question there, CB. I can just have some few questions regarding Christianity. First of all, what I was wondering, what makes Christianity true? And what I mean in this sense, the Bible you have, because you maybe probably I've also heard like Bible is corrupted. As I told you, I'm not so into it, but we have heard this argument many times. And what I'm thinking, it has come from something. Like people cannot make these things up. So then you need to discuss, like, because I know a little bit, like the author of the Bible, or like especially the New Testament, it's unknown.
Who said that to you? Who said that to you? So why we call them the Bible of John if it's unknown? Why we call it the Bible of Luke if it's not known? We have names for them, so how they are unknown? What they say to you about unknown, they say the copy of the copy of the copy, but they are known. So when the Christians, when the first time the Christian they have, let us say, an expensive book, is when the Roman king become a Christian. Before that, those are poor Christians, they write in a very cheap material. And those cheap material will be destroyed by time, even if you put them inside the glass. But there is nothing true about saying unknown. What we have is the copy of the copy, even according to the most people who they criticize the Bible, like Bart Herman. He says there's no book in the world have confirmation and evidence as the Bible. This is number one enemy of the Bible. And he's an atheist. We have tens of thousands of manuscripts. So when they say that to you, is a lie. Secondly, Christianity is not even the Bible. Because remember, the Word of God was not a book. Jesus, he spoke. He did not write books. Do we agree?
Okay, yeah.
And when Jesus in Matthew, he said, heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. He was not talking about just a book. He was talking about his words. So the true God always will preserve his book, will preserve his word, and nobody can conquer it. And he promised that heaven and earth will be destroyed. And those who they claim that the Bible is changed, well, they have to provide evidence. Or what they say to you, well, we find a copy. Here, the verse here, it looks different from this verse. But that will not change anything, because the Bible written in many languages, in many ways, and some books are destroyed. There's leftover. There's a page over. There's 10 pages left. There's some books they have 100 pages left. So when the translation of the Bible is updated, you will see they are not denying what was, but they are confirming what was there. Because the more we discover manuscript, the more it's confirming what we have, not the opposite. As an example, there's a translation, like international translation, which is taking some verses, and they claim that those they could not find them in a certain manuscript. But this is a false argument, because simply, who said that it should be in everywhere? Those people, they write down from memory, and those people, they write down by hand. So if you write down now, like now I wrote 4 books. After I wrote them, I had to do recorrection many times, grammar, words, even numbers. You know that people, they do book editing, correct? Uh-huh. And always they find that after they write, there is an error in the writing. So those people, they are writing with your own hand. Yes, the Bible is so accurate. Today we are writing with computer. We can find now how many words in my Microsoft Word I wrote. I can find where is a word is written exactly by one click. Still we have errors in the book we write. But in the Bible, which is written by hand, by a very cheap material, still all books around the world, they are agreeing about everything Jesus did. So all Christians around the world, the Ethiopian, the Indian, Christianity spread all over. And there's no form of communication, which means the one who lives in India, he cannot communicate with someone who lives in Ethiopia. This is now, we can communicate through the internet in the speed of light, if you say. But before, it's impossible. Yet, the church who established in Mumbai, in India, more than 1,400, 500 years ago, or even more. And the church was established in Ethiopia. They are not different. Both of them, they have the same scriptures. The Messiah was crucified. The Messiah said that in the cross. The Messiah did this. The Messiah, he healed that. So Christians spread around the world. How in the world that can happen? How you can make all the Christians in the world agree to corrupt their book, even though they are different, even different sect? So this is impossible, and this is one of the false claim. Same time, if Allah is the one who sent the Bible, then Allah could not protect his book. That means Allah cannot be God.
That was my second question, because I've heard it before. He told me, you know, like most of the time the Muslim says, the Injil is not the real Injil, what we have seen today. And you have also asked this question, so where is the real Bible, and why is it not protected? So that was also why I'm learning by myself, because it's a good point, which you point out.
The Quran says, لا مبدل لكلمات الله. Nobody can change the word of Allah. The Muslim, they say Allah, he meant only the Quran, but he did not say that, you know. So the false fiction. However, we don't believe that the Bible is coming from Allah anyway. But this is the hypocrisy of this religion. When they want, nobody can change the word of Allah, and that is the Quran. But why God would not let all his book corrupted and keep only one? Is he stupid? Is he mental? Do Allah discriminate between his books? What do you think?
No, but there is an explanation in the Quran that the Bible were corrupted, and that's the reason why. Quran
No, nowhere in the Quran it says the Bible is corrupt. That's a lie. In fact, the Quran says the Bible is not corrupt. If you go in the Quran, you see, not only the Quran saying nobody can change the word of Allah, as an example, chapter 6, verse number 34, chapter 6, 115, etc. You will find the Quran saying clearly that when Muhammad he came, he confirmed what is with us now. If you go to chapter 2, verse number 89, or chapter 2, verse number 41, confirming what is with them, not was, confirming now, chapter 2, verse number 41.
Because there was one caution. I remember, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, but do you see it says confirming what is with you?
Yes, that was, I have a point there. If you take back it, like, because I know there's a verse in the Bible which says after Jesus there will be no prophets. So what I'm trying, if we,
Jesus is what?
There will be no prophets after Jesus.
No.
Or the prophets will be, there will be a false prophet. So that's my question, like, if we Muslims says the Bible is the word of God, and if the writing is there that there will be no more prophets, so why is there one more prophet? I don't know if you get my
friend, first of all, you see, I hear your point, but first of all, who said that Muhammad is a prophet? A prophet is someone who prophesies, and his prophecy, they come to be true. All the prophecy of Muhammad became false. As an example, we were talking before you called me, I don't know if you heard me. Muhammad, he said, لِيُشِكْنَا Isa, the Messiah, the son of Maryam, will come down between you very soon. But this is 1400 years ago. Muhammad, he said, this child will not grow old before the judgment day come. And never happened, nothing happened. And this is 1400 years ago. Every prophecy, you will see that the Muslims, when they say the prophecy of Muhammad come true. As an example, Muhammad, he prophesied that the Constantinia will be conquered. Muhammad, he said, you will conquer, speaking to the Arab, not the Turkish. You, in fact, Muhammad, he says, never fight the Turkish as long as they don't fight you. Muhammad never thought they will become Muslims. Muhammad, he believed that the Turkish are Gog and Magog. They are evil. So when Muhammad, he says something, Muhammad, he was making a speech before he go to attack Tabuk. And he said, you will conquer Constantinople. He was encouraging his men. They went there, they come back empty-handed. They could not do it. And then when it happened, 1,000, 2,000 years after, we say, see, here we go. The prophet, he says, you will conquer the Constantinople. We did. You did not. It was the Turkish who is the enemy of the Arab. So the Muslim, they manipulate the statement of Muhammad. Muhammad, he was encouraging to go and fight. He says, attack the Roman and get the blondie girls.
Yeah, I've seen that verse. But the thing is, the main question is, as I asked in the beginning, so why Islam, you see? What's the benefit? Like, why, for example, like, what is the benefit, like, Prophet Muhammad get from all of this?
The benefit is Muhammad, he want to make himself a prophet, and he is not there. He cannot be. He cannot be. First of all, the Bible make it clear. There's two conditions of false prophet. First, if you prophesy in the name of other God, in this case Allah. Second, if you prophesy and his prophecy come to be false. So Muhammad did both. In the Quran, there's other condition, which is the stupid Muhammad agree upon. As an example, if you remember, Allah, he put conditions on the Jews. Do you know what the condition?
If you can just show me the verse, it will be.
So Allah, he put conditions on the Jews that they should not believe any prophet unless he gave sacrifice, and then Allah, he will send the fire to consume it. Chapter 3, verse 183.
Sorry, chapter 3, 181?
183.
183.
You will notice here that Muhammad, he did not say this is not true. He agreed. Okay, so why they will believe in him? If Allah himself, he put a condition, read carefully. Those Jews who said, verily Allah has taken our promise, an oath, not to believe in any messenger unless he bring an offering which the fire from heaven shall devour. Say, verily there has come to you messengers before me with the clear signs, but you did not believe in them. No? If Allah, he told them this is the sign.
But this is not the test, you see.
So no, this is the test. Hold on, Muhammad agree with it. No, hold on. Did Muhammad agree or he said it's not true? He agree. So if this is the test made by Allah, Allah, he said to them, there is only one thing you should do to examine a prophet. You ask him to give a sacrifice, and then to show you that I send this guy, I will send a fire from heaven, the same as God, he sent to the fire to Abraham. When Allah supposedly, he took the story from the Bible, when Abraham, instead of sacrificing his son, Isaac, he gave, God he provided. The Quran says that Allah provided dhabhan azim, which means a great sacrifice. Allah, he sent the fire to consume it. This is the same. So Allah making a statement saying, you shall not accept anyone to be a messenger unless he do this. So why Muhammad don't do it if this is what Allah, he asked them as a condition?
CP, my understanding of this verse is, this is a caution for the people, because, you know, like the prophets at that time, people didn't also believe in them. So this verse, what I understand, is saying that they were prophets with signs, and you still didn't believe in them.
Doesn't matter.
So
doesn't matter. If Allah told me that the prophet who will come to you Jews, you shall not believe him unless he do this, then you should do it. Just do it. What the problem is it?
But he did, right?
No. You see, he did not. He did not. And Allah did not send fire because he knew. I mean, what he will lose if Allah will. If this is what they expose them, bring a sacrifice, make a miracle, let a fire come from the sky, and then all those Jews will get busted. So what he will lose? Sacrificing a sheep. Sacrifice a sheep, and let everybody see that you are a messenger of God. But he refused because he have zero miracles. So Muhammad did not say to them, oh no, this is true. This is not true. Allah did not give you this condition. No, He agreed. He said to them in the top of that, before me messengers, they come to you with the clear signs. Okay, give your signs. How come those messengers, they gave a clear signs? And who are they? Those messengers who gave a clear signs and they did not believe. Give me the names. Jesus? That's false. Because all the followers of Jesus, they were Jews. All the followers of Jesus. None of them is not a Jew. So if you say the Jews refused, that's a lie. If you say the Jews refused the miracle of Jesus, this is a lie. The Bible confirms how many, a lot of people believe, and they were amazed of the sign of Jesus. So here is just an excuse. Muhammad, he cannot prove to them that he is sent by God, he claimed. It's very easy. Slaughter a sheep, make offering to, you know, how come Allah is ready to send the fire in the story of, you know, the story of the children of Adam?
Yeah.
Okay.
You mean the, yeah.
Yeah. In the story of Adam, the kids, they want to have sex with their sister. I mean, so Allah, He have time to send fire just for the sake of a guy who want to have sex with his sister. And they give sacrifice in chapter 5, verse number 27. Very funny story. But Allah don't have time. Maybe He's out of gas. He cannot turn the gas on. Maybe his matches are not there. So as long as you made the condition is to send the fire, we'll send the fire. Do it. Get them busted. Did Jesus say to the Jews, oh, there is messengers before me, they made a sign, I will not give you any more signs? Or Jesus was a miracle machine. Wherever He go, He is doing miracles.
As you say, this type, I need to have more time to, because I haven't read the Bible. I can only speak for myself, what I've seen in the Quran. And the points which I have, I was not really prepared. The verses I would like to talk to you. But as I told you, I've seen your many lives and I've seen the questions you have. And I still don't find those answers from what I hope from others, scholars, as I mentioned, from the people from the Speaker's Corner. And I don't understand why.
My friends, speaker corners, they are not scholars, they are potatoes. They are a bunch of dummy making business.
No,
and that's why they don't dare to talk to me.
People don't debate you because I see a lot of them, the people who you are in debate with, like, I don't find it so fruitful, you see, because it's more of denial. It's more like I want to win. But for me, it's more important, like, to accept if something is wrong and like to see the truth.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm missing from the debates.
And I'm here trying to help you. You see, I'm not against you as a person. I understand your struggle. But as you see, if Allah He gave, I mean, this is very simple to understand. If Allah He gave them a condition, says, hey, listen, Jews, don't accept any messenger unless he do this. So what is their fault? It's like, you know, your mother, you are a kid. She said to you, hey, honey, mom, don't open the door to any stranger unless he tell you this word. That word is specifically. So you will not open the door, correct? So here actually the verse here proving that the Jews are not bad people. They are just obeying to God. And they are saying, okay, hold on. We are not refusing you. We did not. Do what God, He told us to do. That's it. All what you need to do, bring a sheep, slaughter the sheep in the name of Allah. And then Allah will send the fire. And then everybody in town will witness. Amazing miracle. How fire come from heaven, consuming the sheep. And then everybody will praise God. I mean, is it possible that all the Jews, nobody will believe? Don't you think this is the story here is stupid? You know, don't you see that somebody, like the Muslim, they go in the street, having a conversation with the guy, after 10 minutes, he became a Muslim. Is that true? You saw the videos, right?
I've seen some couple of
okay,
videos, yes.
So how about fire come from heaven in front of your eyes? Is it possible that all the Jews witnessing, not even one will believe? Do it. He cannot do it. And the Quran confirmed that Muhammad has 0 miracles. This is why if you type the word ayah, you will find that all of them about what? Muhammad, he don't have any ayah, he don't have any sign. Never, you know. Ayatun min rabbihi. They keep asking, how come he don't have, how come their prophet, he don't have any ayah? All the prophet, they have miracles. They say, if just one sign sent down from his Lord, say, Allah certainly able to send down signs. But most of them don't know. Like, what do you mean you don't know? Just do it. Look at this answer. They are saying to him, just one sign, they are begging for one miracle. If one miracle come down from his Lord, this God who keep talking about, say to them, Muhammad, Allah can do miracle, but you don't know. Look, what does this have to do with the challenge? Imagine I come to people, I say to them, I'm prophet of God. Okay, prophet of God. You see, miracles is given to prophet for what reason? So people believe them, correct? That they have a superpower with them, supported by someone, must be God, correct? A prophet, when he do miracle, is not doing a show. This is not a circus, correct? So he do a miracle in order to confirm that he have a heavenly power in his side to confirm him. But this man, he cannot. And then you will find the Muslim, they wrote in the hadith hundreds of miracles. The prophet is speaking to the lizard saying shahada, the tree walk, and they trees convert to Islam. Okay, as long you are saying that those people will not believe, and they are asking you for fire, how come you speak to the lizard? But this is in the hadith. Those are fabricated. Those hundreds of years after Muhammad's death. If those are really happened in the time of Muhammad, they will be in the Quran. How come the Quran speak about every single miracle of Jesus almost? Making the blind see, raising people from death, walking and feeding thousands of people. I mean, endless number of miracles. He can tell you even what you had in your house. He can read your mind. And then the Quran never speak about anything. The only miracle the Muslim they claim about is Al-Qamar in the Quran. But this cannot be a miracle. Why? Because this is a false prophecy. Muhammad,
the splitting of the moon?
The splitting of the moon. Yes. Okay. The chapter of the Qamar. The verse saying that the moon is split asunder because the judgment day is started.
Yeah, I remember you had this conversation.
So this was a false prophecy, and simply this is the eclipse. You know, if you read the interpretation of this, you will see the Muslim saying that when the moon is split, the Mount of Hara appear, and the two sides of the moon, the two pieces split far distance from each other to the point the mountain appear. And here you see how stupid this story. I will draw for you on the screen. Let me do this. And I can show you the reference too.
No, it's don't need to. I know the reference you have, like most of the time when you speak, so you have the reference.
Yeah. So here you will see, let us say, this is the moon.
Sorry, CP, I don't see your screen.
You will see it. I gave you the link, and Rambo did not open it.
Yeah, I'm in the
So now this is the Mount of Hara. You know, the Mount of Hara is here, let us say. Is in the front of it. Let us make it brown in color. And use thick pen. So this is the mountain. And the mountain is covering the moon, actually. You know, the moon is behind. So we cannot see the moon. And now the moon is split two pieces, according to the hadith. So there's a piece here, And they went so far from each other to the point we can see the moon, even though the moon is behind the mountain. If such a thing happened, don't you think this will be appear around the world? Or only in Mecca?
But they were saying, you know, as I can speak from the other who I've listened to, they say, for example, people in India have seen the splitting of the moon. If you remember Sheikh Usman.
That's what Uthman. Go give me the you know, my friend. First of all, people of India, they cannot see splitting of the moon. Where in India exactly? Which city? The ones who will see it is those who they are having the same time, not the one they will have morning when we have night. Those are the same time is going to be Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Israel, Syria, Yemen. Those are at the same time. Let's say the edge of Pakistan maybe. But when somebody say that somebody saw this, that means the whole world at that time, whoever in that territory, in the same time, at night time, they saw such a thing. There's no history report of any such a thing. There's for sure eclipse, but this does not split the moon. Here we see, it says in the hadith that the mountain appear, and the two pieces, the two moon, the moon become two moons, not a crack. And they are separated to the point the mountain become between them. And this guy, Sheikh Uthman, this is a big fat liar. You will take a statement from Uthman? Uthman, the one who says that there is many Messiah in Islam? Uthman, he the one who brought a book. They challenged him about the book of Uthman. He bought a book from the library. It says the book of Uthman. And then he brought it to the park, and there's the stupid, when he went there, they told him open the page. You will see it says in the same book, it says this cannot be the Quran of Uthman. The same book in his hand. This is the guy this is the guy. Okay, hold on.
No, I've seen your debate with him. I know one time when he was calling you, which I found, because finally there was someone who I could answer your question, I see, but he couldn't. Yeah, I didn't find it very
okay
good.
You know what, Uthman will help you with something. If you remember in one of the videos, and I play in my intro every time I go live sometime, he said that Muhammad, he was a pagan and he do not know what Jibreel is. Did you hear it?
I don't remember that.
Here we go. I will play it for you, but I don't know if you will be able to hear me. I will play it in Ramble.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith.
He said, he do not know what Abraham is because he did not come from Abrahamic faith.
Did Uthman refer? Was he saying that?
Yeah, it's in front of us on the screen. I just played. Gabriel, Muhammad, he did not know Gabriel because he's not from Abrahamic faith. I will play it again. Let me play it. So he's lying to a Christian in the park.
I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
You see, he do not know who is. He do not know. Did you hear what he said? He do not know who is Abraham. He do not know who is Gabriel because he did not come from Abrahamic faith. He is the people of Mecca. They were pagan. So he just admit that Muhammad was pagan, never was Abrahamic. This is the biggest fat lie Muslims they repeat always, either by ignorant or by lying, that Muhammad was Abrahamic. But as you see, Muhammad never was Abrahamic. He don't even know anything about Abrahamic faith. I know I showed you the verse in the Quran where it says that he know not what faith is.
Yeah, you showed earlier. So you see the CP, that's the point. What to do now? If you understand.
You leave Islam, you know, and then we will discuss with you. If not now today, take your time to read some about the Bible, whatever you want, and come back to me, and I will help you. But if you are convinced, that Islam is false, then why you hesitate?
You know, it's not about because this is something you have been following all your life. You think it's with the habits. It's not something which you can live in one day.
No, you can.
Even
No, you can. What is it like a drugs? What do you mean habit? This is not. You know, you are an adult. You are mature, and as long if you agree with me that Islam is false, then Islam is false. That's it. What habit? You want to follow something stupid just because it's a habit to be stupid?
No, it's more like I need my time to explore, like to get a better understanding, because as I told you, I would love to hear this from a Muslim scholar, not because I don't trust what you are telling, but I just want to get the point to have this question to someone and let me hear what they have to, their explanation.
My friend, all their explanation is explanation from people in YouTube is a fraud. Explanation of the scholars is there. The Arabic Quran is there, and you yourself you need to compare. And I showed you everything I showed you. None of them is maybe not what it says. It's obvious. So I'm not showing you something maybe, maybe not. I'm showing you clear evidence.
No, that's what I mean. But what I mean, it's hard to like take it at the moment, because the reason why I'm also following you, I have my doubt, and that was the reason I wanted to talk to you live. But the thing is, for me, next step for me is like I would like to.
Okay, let us do this.
Read the Bible.
Let us do this. Somebody in the chat, he says, why you don't invite those you call them scholars to debate me?
Yeah, that's also my question also, because you know, I've actually write to someone in the speaker's corner. You know this group SC Dawa.
Who?
I have SC Dawa in the YouTube.
SC Dawa? Okay.
Yeah, I have wrote to them. You can also contact them, and I have talked to someone live, but I don't get the chance. They say like they can't take live chats, so it's better if you just post a question. But this type of topics, it's not I can explain in 1 or 2 sentences. I need more time.
No problem. Well, my friend, take your time and just be honest with yourself. It's your salvation, not mine. It's your life, it's your future. And nobody can see it better than you, where you want to be. But as you see, Islam is nothing but satanic, demonic cult. God who promised us nothing but sex, he cannot be. This is a sexual God. God is holy. His promise is holy. Life he wants from us is to be holy life. Life with ethic. We commit sin, yes. But we don't preach sin. We don't claim that sin is the best way to live. We struggle with sin. We do sin. We feel bad. We feel guilty. We ask for forgiveness. We pray. So a human being always will struggle with sin. But Islam encouraged sin. Islam changed the name of sin. So fornication, Muhammad, he called it zawaj, nikah. So zawaj mut'a, zawaj friend, you go one night in the hotel, and this is called zawaj. But all of us, we knew that this is nothing but a fornication. Even prostitution in the Quran is permitted. So force not your girls to do prostitution, and those are slaves, sex slaves. If they choose chastity, well, and if you force them, Allah is all merciful, there's no penalty. So the only religion beside maybe Hinduism and Buddhism promote prostitution is Islam. That's why in the culture of the Buddhist, prostitution is not seen as something bad. But Islam do the same. They kidnap girls, they force them into prostitution, and this was a practice in the time of Muhammad. In the time of Muhammad. So there was, now we have Andrew Tates. In the time of Muhammad, all the companions of Muhammad, they are Andrew Tate. And then Muhammad now, he received complaint from the wives, because the wife, those people, they are busy with the women. They have a lot of women. Muhammad, all what he can do, he says, force them not to do prostitution if they choose a chastity. So if they choose to be prostitute, it's okay. And if he force them, Allah is all merciful. No penalty. This is the Quran.
I've seen the verse, yeah.
Yeah, chapter 24, verse number 33.
CCP, what I try to say, I've seen all of your debates. Like past 6 months, I've been following all your debates and everything, and that's the reason why I'm starting to doubt and get these thoughts. But what I will do next, I will try to read the Bible, and let's see if I have some question there, and that it will be I think it will be more fruitful discussion where I can
All
have
right,
chance
perfect.
to like ask something. But I appreciate very much for you calling me, and
Well, I'm happy to speak to you, and I hope I keep my promise with you. I spoke to you. I hope I wasn't rude with you. Was I?
no, I know how you are with others. So
All right. So thank you for calling, and I will be happy to hear from you soon if you have any questions. And I will give you time to read. You know, I hope soon I will hear good news from you.
all right,
All
thank
right.
you.
Take care.
Have a good night. Thank you. Bye.
Let us pray for our friend here, this nice man who is a Muslim, seeking the truth. Let us pray for him that he will see the truth, and the truth will set him free. I mean, all the evidence take us to believe in one thing, that Muhammad is nothing but a fraud, and the only savior is Jesus. The savior is not Christian Prince. The savior is not an angel. The savior is not a bishop, is not a pope, is not even a church. The savior is the Messiah, and there is no name beside his name. All names look dirty beside his name. My name, your name, his name, her name, all they look dirty. Very dirty. So why in the world anyone want to follow someone like Muhammad, a man he is claiming to be serving God, yet he is busy going after little girls? You know, when Muhammad, he saw Jabir, who is supposedly a terrorist like Muhammad, they go and they invade the neighbor to steal their money and their grocery. And then he said to Jabir, "Hey Jabir, why you are rushing? Did you marry?" Jabir, he said, "Yes." He said, "Did you marry a little child or an old woman, a widow?" You see, the Muslim, they try to make it look nice, but the hadith make it clear. And then Muhammad now want to convince him that marrying a child is way better. It's more fun. Why? Because she will play with you and you will play with her. Jabir, he said to him, "Well, you know what? My brother, he died." Different hadith says his father died, and he left him a bunch of orphan little girls. So I prefer not to bring someone like them. Read carefully. So I prefer to marry a woman who should look after them, not someone like them. What kind of a man? His name is Muhammad. He go after a man, he is happily married, buzzing in his nose, his ear, saying, "Hey, listen, why you marry this widow? Why you don't go for a child? A child, she is more fun. You will play with her." What is that? Is that a prophet who have a good manner? I mean, Muhammad should do the opposite. If somebody want to divorce his wife, should fix it. He is asking him to leave this woman and go after a child. I dislike to marry a girl like them. Who? They are orphan. And what the purpose to marry a child according to Muhammad? So she will amuse, you will be amused with her, and she will be amused with you. Do you see the pedophile? Do you see the pedophile Muhammad? It's clear. Which means Muhammad, when he married Khadija, she was a widow. So why Muhammad married Khadija? Because she have women, she have money. He was poor. She was his ticket to fly in the sky. And this is the proof that he never liked Khadija. The pedophile, he could not hide his desire to children. And what the excuse to have a child in bed? She will amuse you, and you will amuse her. Is that the ethic of a man who claimed to be sent by God? Someone saying 7 or 9 children. Yeah, maybe the number is big for you, but in the old days, my friend, people, they have a lot of children. So what? Me, myself, I have 96 cousins, and all of us, we are Christian. We actually, this is not the exact number, but they counted only once that my grandfather, he invited us to his house, and the boys who they are under the age of 18. Sorry, the boys, yeah, the boys. We do not count even the ones who they are old. So the one under the 18 was 96 boys, just from one grandfather. This is not the girls alone. So his house is so big. There's a big, huge room for the boys, big, huge room for the girls, you know, and then the adult, they have their own room to enjoy the lunch. So this is how families in the old days, you know, the people don't have TV and they don't have Netflix. They go and they make babies. And they are better than people who they are living today, actually. Today, nations are dying. You go to Europe, you know, you go to Italy, there's nobody in the street. There's only migrant. Having many children is not wrong. Having many children and you don't take care of them is wrong. Having 1 or 2 children, you have nothing. You don't have children. One car accident, you lost them all. So what's wrong with that? Nation have no children, they are not a nation. They will demolish, they will die. The one who will pay for your retirement, if you live in the state, is the child who is born today. So, you know, like once I was debating about homosexuality, and, you know, I wanted to use, let us say, the logic they understand. It's money. They worship money. So I did not tell them Bible, you know, and ethic. No. I said, who is the one who pay for your retirement when you are 65? They said, the one who is working at the time I am 65. I said, good. So if the nation become homosexual, lesbian and gays, where the baby will come from? Who is going to be working in the time you are 65? Nobody. We will have more old people and almost 0 young people, which means the 0 young people, they cannot afford to pay because this is from their tax. So homosexuality not only is not ethical, it's a destruction, even finance destruction. Even your retirement, you will go bankrupt. This is why we as a Christians, we have the blessing of the Lord to give us wisdom. They, as atheists or Muslims, they have the curse of God. They curse themselves. You see, a Muslim, God gave him many children. What he do? He teach them hate. And then he start losing them one after one for what? Nothing. If you go see what happened now in Gaza, what the Muslim accomplish after all the screaming, Allahu Akbar, potato Akbar, shawarma Akbar, falafel Akbar. What you accomplish? Nothing. Today I was watching the videos. And the Muslims, they were cursing Hamas after now they woke up. Before, no. Before they were not. Before they were dancing when Hamas killed and raped. Now they woke up, they have no houses. Now they notice that they are no match to Israel. Now they notice that all those Muslims who say we are behind you, they are really behind you. Literally. Not in front of you. They are behind you. So you dance for the death of those people. You know, you shout Allahu Akbar, Takbir, Halal, Haram, Shawarma. And then what happened? You want to see what happened? Let me show you. Let me show you what happened. Look, take a look with me. This is what happened. This is what your accomplishment. Self-destruction. Stupidity. Your hatred is your enemy. I will not play music. Look at this. Is that what you want? Is that the accomplishment? People lost their houses. Look at this. They are playing an audio of Muslims speaking to Hamas leaders, saying, I piss on you. I piss on you. Do you see what happened to the people? Open your TV and watch. Do you see what happened to the people, what you did?
בתיעוד בלעדי מציר מעבר האוכלוסייה במערב ח'אן יונס שמובא לפניכם כעת, ניתן לראות את תושבי עזה זועמים על חמאס כמו שהרבה זמן לא ראינו.
This guy is saying Sinwar is under my shoes, and he is saying very filthy language. Those, what you did?
עשרות אלפי תושבי ח'אן יונס עוזבים את בתיהם. זה מחיר טבח ה-7 באוקטובר.
شوف يا سنوار، شوف يا ابو العطش، يا ابو الوليد خالد المشعل. وديت البدله تبعك لتراي كليم اليوم. يا ابو الوليد وديت البدله على تراي كليم.
The one is speaking, you know, playing an audio in the background, is saying to them, did you send your suit to the laundry machine? You know, you are sitting in a hotel and you are a leader, Khalid Mash'al. Huh? Where are you? You know, look what happened to us. He says, open, hey, leader, Hamas leader, open your TV in the hotel. See, this is your people. What they did to themselves. The Israeli, they withdraw from Gaza. They say to you that Israel, they put them inside the cage. How they are inside the cage and they have all this weapon? How somebody is inside the cage and he have all this weapon? They have borders. They are in control of the borders with Egypt. They are. Look what you did to yourself.
אני רואה את התמונות הללו בכל יום בשבוע האחרון, וכך ניתן להניח שגם סינואר ודף עמוק מתחת לאדמה. את החורבן הזה הם הביאו במו ידם המגואלות בדם.
Look at this poor woman. Look at this old woman. Maybe she is 80, 90 years old. They were sitting in their houses. They were fine. The Israeli living, and you are living. And not only that, by the way, those who they killed are the ones who used to support them. They used to come to Gaza to take their children's, because they cannot afford, even though they have the UNRWA, which is money for free. But in those hospitals, if you have let's say a surgery, they will say to you, oh, we are not capable of doing it. But if you are a son of Hamas, then they will put you right away in the surgery room. So the Israeli who used to live next to them, they used to come to them, they visit them, they take them to hospital, they take care of them. Those are the most people who support peace. And then they come and they kill them, they slaughter them, they rape them. Those are the ones who want the Israeli to give the Palestinian a state. What the Palestinian did, if we can call them Palestinian, they slaughtered them. So look what happened now because of the hatred of Islam. You will never have your state. Because the Jews cannot trust have a state for those people next to them. All what you will have is a container. And this container will have to have no weapon. Because now you made it clear to the Jews that you cannot be trusted. And you cannot believe in peace. If those Jews are like Muhammad, they will take all the women, they will kill all the men, and they will take the women and the children as booty. They can't do it. And those people, by the way, they are not decent. Those civilians, we are sorry for them. They are not. When the Hamas attacked, those women and children, they were dancing in the street. Allahu Akbar. They were so happy. They started giving candies and sweet and celebrating the victory. Crying. They were crying from happiness. This is how much the massacre touched their heart and their feeling. Now because the Jews, they brought victory and brought shame on them. Now they are cursing Hamas. Why did you not curse them yesterday?
את העוצמה הזאת אי אפשר לעצור.
And actually I saw the villa of Sinwar. They entered the house of Sinwar. Let me see if I can find you the video of the villa of Sinwar. Hold on. Oh, look at this. They decide to make Hamas enter into karate school. What you will see now, those are called An-Nukhba, which mean the elite. The elite brigade of Hamas. Look at the elite surrendering like a chicken.
בהובלת אלוף משנה לירון בטיטו,
Potatoes.
יוצא לעוד מבצע מוצלח.
Potatoes.
מחנה הפליטים ח'אן יונס,
You see?
אולי המקום המסוכן ביותר ברצועה, בו על פי הערכות יש עדיין 1,000 מחבלים, בדגש על עדיין. זה מחיר נוסף
Those
שעם
are
ישראל גובה
the
מאז.
elite of Hamas. Do you see them? The guy, he called them potato like me. This is the video. Look, do you want to see the villa of the leader of Hamas? You want to see the house of Hamas? I mean, very poor. The guy is...
אנחנו עובדים על זה. יש דיבורים ויש מעשים. אני אחראי על
Yeah,
המעשים.
watch the house of the leader of Hamas.
אנחנו מדברים על מעבר דירה. בואו נתחיל עם מחירי הנדל"ן.
Let us see. Where is the villa? Let us go to the villa. Here we go. Look at this. This is the villa of the Sinwar. Do you see the poor guy? Look at the house.
יש לכם פה את הסלון, מרווח, ספות, שיש איטלקי, קירות. חברים, זה עמיד לרקטות.
You see?
יש לכם פה...
Look at the stairs. Fancy. Second floor, third floor, fourth floor. Look at this.
4 חדרים, מושלם, משפחה, זוג, מה שבא לכם. לבוא ולקחת. עכשיו אקח אתכם לסיבוב במטבח. הכל חדש מהניילון, חדש עיצוב. באמת, מחיר ברצפה, מחיר מהזולים בשוק. אני ממליץ.
You see?
זה מטבח חדש.
Look at the kitchen.
שימו לב לעיצוב, לא נגענו.
ככה בא מהנגד.
שמע, זה מטורף. באמת מחיר.
I mean, this guy is so... This guy, he have no job, he have no income, and suddenly he have more than $4 billion in the bank. The total is 41... Sorry, the total of the 4 leaders is $11 billion, I think, right? I made a video about it. But Sinwar is, he's struggling to defend the Palestinian. I mean, what do you want? Look, I mean, this guy, for the sake of his people, he agreed to live in such a house. And they are refugee. This is supposedly a refugee land. And they need the UNRWA. I bet you that the UNRWA money is the one build the house, maybe.
אהלן חברים, אנחנו פה בווילה של יחיא סנוואר, עכשיו למכירה. 0 שקלים, פשוט לבוא ולקחת. אני אתן לכם קצת הצעה על הווילה המטורפת הזאת. יש לכם פה את הסלון מרווח.
He's talking about the area, how big area. Look at the saloon. Look at the column, how it's made.
חברים, זה עמיד לרקטות, עמיד להכל.
Yeah. All is decorated highly.
הנוף המטורף הזה שמשקיף.
All the house, you will notice all the house have fake roof, which mean decoration roof. It's not just concrete, like normal people they do. No, they have attached roof. Actually, there's a place here, let us see in the video where you can see it. Let me see if I can see, I saw it. You will see where the fake roof collapse. Here. If you go there, if you zoom in this room here, that room there, the fake roof collapse, you see it? This is a decoration roof. This is very expensive. So this guy is not only like having a house. Do you see the fake roof? The fake roof came down in the ground. Decoration. Yeah. Yeah, false ceiling, exactly. It's just for decoration. So what what you accomplish? And now where is Iran? Why Iran don't go and make wage? Allahu Akbar, here we go, Israel in front of you. Iran claim that they have amazing power. And by the way, we are waiting for the stupid Biden to respond to Iran. And I am guessing that maybe the Republican, they will force Biden to do something, and they are studying which target to hit. So I hope by tomorrow or the day after, they are preparing themselves. So in case they respond back, they will be ready. This is the only reason I think they did not hit back yet. I hope so. All right. Let us see our Skype. All right, somebody asking me to respond to some Hindus mocking Christianity, no problem. We will visit the Rat Temple soon then. All right. All right, yes, firmly. Anyone will say to me, there is somebody you can debate him, etc. Just let him debate me. Give him a Skype. What I would do, just, I chase people. All right. Do we have any Muhammadan? Any Muhammadan? Don't worry about giving us a like or not. It's okay, I don't really care no more for those things. It doesn't count for me anymore, How many people watch, how many. The important is to deliver the message. People download my videos later, share it around in YouTube, everywhere. That's enough for me. So don't worry about who giving like and who 1,100 watching. It's a blessing. I don't care. Even if they are 500. Do we have any Muhammadan? How many languages I speak? All languages in the world except the one you know. Like, you know, Al-Hassan, Al-Hussein, according to Shia, they speak 70 million languages. I mean, the Muslim, when they lie, they don't just lie. I mean, their lie hit the roof of the sky. 70 million languages. Only, are you sure not 69 millions? I mean, I never knew why Jesus baptized. Can you explain? Well, the baptism of Jesus is to confirm. If you read the messages clearly, you will see that a voice came from heaven said, "This is my only begotten son." Correct? So, when the Messiah says to us that you receive the Holy Spirit by baptism, he proved it to us. His word is confirmed, and who is he is confirmed by the baptism. A voice came from heaven says, "This is my only begotten son." Correct? So the baptism of Jesus is an announcement of heaven to the one who get baptism, starting from Jesus. Did I explain it to you in a very easy way? It's very easy to understand. Why is Jesus fast? Is that because he need to fast because, you know, is he practicing like a religious ritual or no? Everything Jesus he did is to prove to us how to live and how we can follow him. When Jesus, he washed the feet, like somebody told you that Jesus, he liked to work as a maid. Is that really what happened? No, he was teaching us you cannot be a master unless you are a servant. And when he fasts, he is teaching you fasting. When you do the fasting, you do it willingly by choice. And not necessarily because you are a sinner, because he was not a sinner. It's not like you are repenting, that's why you fast. It is you teach your body. You conquer your body. You conquer your desire. You conquer yourself by doing the opposite of your desire. So fasting is not only fasting about food or no, it's fasting from your body controlling you. It's you doing the opposite. You are controlling yourself. All right? Christianity is not like Islam. It's not about superstition and fictions. Everything happened for a reason. When Muhammad, he says, when you do yani, put your hand over your mouth, it's not because he's teaching you health or hygiene. He is teaching you that shaitan jump in your mouth. So the reasoning behind practice of Islam is stupid. The reasoning of practice in Christianity is super intelligence. Like actually, without showing you the hadith, if you remember, when we play this, the intro, this guy here in the video, he says, Shaitan, he pee in your ears. Where he got this from? From Muhammad. You know?
That we believe without understanding.
A very important question.
We believe without understanding. And then here, watch this. This is what Muhammad teaches.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was.
So Islam is just a silly cult. Silly, it's stupid. It's just a fiction and superstitions. You know, Shaitan, he play with your anus when you go in the bathroom. Shaitan, he block your your anus if you don't say certain words. Shaitan, he will round himself around your penis if you don't say certain words. So Islam is to make you a captive of stupid superstitions. So you will be always afraid and terrified. Like if we go right now, let us see if I can search. Let me search for this. Give me a second. We will search for like what? Sorry, I'm coughing. There is a smell. Doing da'wah before you enter the bathroom. Okay. Can I enter the bathroom without saying Bismillah?
We have Malik Mullah. He's asking, making wudu on a bathroom which is attached
now let's bring in our
to
panel, Holt Communication Strategies, Terry Holt,
you know, to the toilet and saying Bismillah. What is the ruling on that?
First of all, a common misconception, a lot of the people think that Bismillah is part of wudu. If I don't say it, my wudu is invalid, which is not true.
Look at this. Look at the stupid questions, you know.
So you have an option of two. Either to say Bismillah before entering the toilet, before entering the door, or if you're inside, you can say Bismillah without moving your lips or your tongue. Just say it in your heart. And this suffices and does the job. Whether the toilet seat is there or not has no impact on your wudu.
But why we have to say Bismillah before we enter the bathroom? Because if you don't, Shaitan will play with your anus. Let us find.
Hi everyone.
We have Malik.
I'm trying to find you the video. What to say before entering and leaving the bathroom. Let's see this one.
Bismillah, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith, which translates to Bismillah, oh Allah, I seek refuge in you from the male and female devils. And saying Bismillah is a visor or a screen between our awrah, our private parts, and the eyes of the jinn. So these toilets are inhabited by jinn and devils. When we say Bismillah, they're blinded, they can't see. So it is essential to say this when you go in. And when you go out, the sunnah, as in the hadith of Mother Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, that you say Ghufranak, or I seek your forgiveness.
For what? Because you did shit? So guys, when you enter the bathroom, you enter the bathroom, you say Bismillah, because if you don't do that, Shaitan will see your private part. What? Shaitan will see your private part? Really? Are you sure?
What the Prophet used to say, sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. And you can say other du'as such as Alhamdulillah alladhi adhaba anni al-adha wa afani. All praise be to Allah who has relieved me from this harmful thing and give me good health, etc.
Harmful thing. I seek forgiveness from Allah because I just did shit. Excuse my language. I mean, can you believe such a stupid thing? You know? Very serious questions. This person, he have a doubt if he did fart or he did not. This is important. What happened?
Canada's first question, and he says that whenever he squats or sits to wash his feet, he doubts whether he passed wind or not. And he gave the answer himself, alhamdulillah. With knowledge, you annihilate, you erase doubts. And he gave the rule himself. Alhamdulillah, I didn't do anything.
Alhamdulillah.
So he said, I just heard you say that doubts do not impact certainty. And this is the ruling that the Prophet gave us, alayhi salatu. He said, when any one of you is praying, he should not leave his prayer just for the thought that he had passed wind. The thought itself does not break your prayer. Unless he hears a sound or finds an odor. So,
what about the guy behind your ass? He hear it, but you did not hear it. And you fart in his face, and the odor come to his nose. Remember, the Muslim, they bow down one after one. So look at this stupidity. You know, what is that? You know? There's other situation, difficult situation. A person, he keep farting, what he would do? Yeah, very deep.
Assalamualaikum, Sheikh. I have problems regarding passing wind due to passing wind. And due to constant fear of passing wind, I can't concentrate in Salah. And sometimes I'm confused, did I pass wind? And this causes me to lose my khushu in Salah, and I hasten to end my Salah. So how can I overcome this?
One of two, my friend. Either you actually have a medical history and a medical...
That's deep. He discovered that he have a problem. Medical... No, my friend, he is a farting machine. He keep eating beans.
medical problem that makes you pass wind, involuntary, or you're doubting that you are passing wind. If you have the former, if you do have a medical condition that makes you pass wind involuntary without any control, and this is frequent 24/7, in this case, the scholars say the moment the adhan is given, you can offer your wudu and then pray between the adhan time until the end of the time of that prayer without the need of renewing your wudu if you were to...
Do you see, they make a trick to avoid, like, I thought you have to do ablution, it's a no question, but now they make a trick. Before, when the adhan start and before, if you do that, it's okay. Look, what the heck?
Pass wind. Why? Because Allah says, فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ مَا اسْتَطَعْتُمْ. Fear Allah to the best of your ability, and this is
the best of ability of farting. Oh, okay. This is, you know, Muhammad is just making fun of them, you know, stupid stuff. You know, lizard is your enemy, mice is your enemy. Let us see. Is it permissible to write to your wife? Sure. Well, that's easy. That is the best advice.
The first question that we have, the brother says, when it is permissible for us to lie, meaning that, can I lie to my wife if this adds some form of harmony between us? This is from brother Muhammad.
Guys, lying to your wife will add harmony. What? Can I lie to my wife if that will add harmony? How what? So harmony will not work unless you lie to your wife? Explain to us, brother, how does that work?
Well, Muhammad, the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, lying is not permissible except in 3 cases.
Only.
Hold on, Sheikh. Are you saying that lying is permissible? Akhi, Allah Azza wa Jal stated in the Quran that lying is sinful. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam stated that lying is sinful. But the Prophet himself made an exception in 3 cases. And these 3 cases, when you hear them, you would understand that the benefit of lying far exceeds the harm. So if someone says, you took my money, and I said, no, I didn't, and I'm lying, there's no benefit in this.
No, there's a benefit. You took the money. You see the stupid logic? He is telling you if the harm exceed, if the benefit exceed the harm. Well, yeah, the benefit exceed the harm. You took the money.
A benefit for me, it's far less than the harm which has been inflicted upon the man I took his money.
Yeah, so if the guy is rich and I am not rich like him, and I steal his money and I lie, that mean it's a benefit for me, is less harm for him.
But the Prophet said, alayhi sallam, 3 cases.
Tell us. Okay.
Is when a man lies to his wife And scholars explain this by saying that such a lie in order to increase harmony. So she says, honey, how do I look? And she's wearing a dress. And you say, by Allah, I don't know which makes which more beautiful.
Did you hear? Did you hear? They even use the word Allah lying. Do you see? They swear by Allah. Did you hear what he said? People, did you hear? He said, by Allah. Look, he is explaining to us how legitimate is to lie. He is explaining the legitimate lie. Swearing by Allah. Did you hear him? Listen carefully. This is supposedly the good lie. Listen carefully. Swearing by Allah.
That such a lie in order to increase harmony. So she says, honey, how do I look? And she's wearing a dress. And you say, by Allah, I don't know which makes which more beautiful, you or the dress.
See? Swearing by
Meaning
Allah.
that you are making the dress looks beautiful, though the dress is normal. So you compliment her, though she is as ugly as she can be.
What? Did you hear it? The wife, she is ugly as ugly can be. Yet the Muslim is allowed to swear by Allah. Swearing by Allah, using the name of God in vain. This is a very big sin in the Bible. So we swear in the name of God just to lie to a wife about a dress. And by the way, this example is very funny because you can lie to your wife about anything, including how if you get married or not. Like, do you remember Lili Dawa? He made a video about secret wife. Do you remember? I mean, hijab. He says yes. The Prophet. He says you can lie to your wife about this. So it's not about the dress, and it's like how silly, it's stupid. You know, you can even lie about you sleeping with other women. Serious stuff, not a dress. But here you notice in this example, and he is laughing because they don't respect God's name. Muslims, they don't care for God. They worship Muhammad. So imagine he swear by the name of his God, by Allah. I don't know which one is more beauty, you or the dress. Using the name of their God in vain, that means Islam is satanic.
And you say, by Allah, I don't know which makes which more beautiful, you or the dress. Meaning that you are making the dress looks beautiful, though the dress is normal. So you compliment her, though she is as ugly as she can be.
See?
But you say this to increase the harmony. The man comes out of his shower and flexing his muscles in front of his wife and say, how do I look? And she says, by Allah, mashallah, you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Uh-oh.
And he can't even see his toes from the size of his belly. This lie is permissible. What is not permissible is that if he's going for a night with the boys and he says, I have a shift, I'm not going to come.
This is not permissible, you know. Oh boy. Anyway, as you see, this is a very garbage cult. It is garbage cult. And there is no way a human being, he have little dignity, he would accept such a thing. Harmony between wife and husband does not happen by lying to each other. If you say to her you are beautiful, but you see her the most ugly, obviously there's no harmony at all. Correct? Why a man, he will say to his wife, you are so beautiful? Is that because he's a coward to say you are ugly? Why he married her if she is ugly? Because you see, beauty is relative. It's about how you see the things. You will see a woman marrying someone, he don't look good. She looks so pretty. But she, you know, she love him. She find him the most handsome man. But why you will lie? And how that will increase harmony? Obviously, there is no harmony. There's zero harmony in this marriage because the husband, he see her so ugly. So now he have to lie. And that's supposedly making him a good person. And this is allowed. Why you marry her? Who's forcing you? Don't marry the women. Very, everything in this cult is about deceiving, is about lying. And the man who promotes lies, he cannot be from God. If Muhammad have little decency, the first thing actually, you see, if we start lying inside our houses, then what kind of community we have? Muhammad, he said, you can lie to your wife, she can lie to her husband, you can lie to your friends, and you can lie to your enemy. Who's left? Who's left? This is why Islamic society is extremely corrupt. You look at them, they grow beard, etc., but they cannot trust to have their windows without bars. Why they have bars in every window in the Middle East? If everybody is religious. Why women, she cannot walk alone in the street in the Middle East if men are religious? Why do women need a guardian if everybody guarding his faith? The fact is the opposite. You need a guardian for your women when you walk in the street because everybody is pervert. Because Islam did not make them better people, make them pervert, practicing pervert. A woman, she go in the bus, 1,000 hands will touch her ass, will lust her. A man will stand behind her, he will be rubbing his thing in her back, in front of everybody. If I type just the word taharrush in Arabic, what I will find? You will not believe it. Look, this guy, he wanna look, he came to watch what is inside the thing, so he is what? He's rubbing himself in the ass of the women in front of him. Do you see? If you watch these videos, you will see how disgusting they are. This is what happened to you if you go inside the bus in the Middle East. You will have a baby before you get out. Look here, look. All those videos is about the same thing. All these videos. This is the Middle East. Like, I cannot play it for you all. Like here, look at the bus. Look how he is standing behind the women. You see how he's standing? Look. Do you see it? I don't want to play the video, but it's obvious. Any woman, she go in the bus, she will be robbed sexually before she leave the bus. Look. This is in the street. He's harassing the women. He want to grab her. Look, he grabbed her, you know? Yeah. This is the Middle East. Look at this. Look here. Look. This guy is waiting in the... Look. Come on, don't push me, man. We better stop here. Well, in Spain, they are doing this. Well, it's not the fault of the Abdul, it's the fault of the Spanish stupid people who allowed them to do that. Where is the Spanish men? Why they allow those people to be there? They deserve it then. Anyway, I think we have enough for today. This is Fox News waiting for Biden to do something as response to Iran. Can you talk about verses in the Quran talking bad about Christians? All the Quran talking bad about Christians. What verses? From the first chapter, Al-Fatiha. Not like the lost Christians or the cursed Jews. Chapter 1, verse number 6 and 7. All the Quran is about bashing Christians, Jews, and non-Muslims. All of it, from the first page to the last page. No, I don't eat dinner, actually. I eat once a day. But my nose is running for some reason. I don't know. When I started, it was fine. But there is, I have some kind of allergy sometimes. So I'm not sure what caused it to happen. And you notice I was coughing and yeah, and actually I'm muting the microphone from a second to other when I am going to sneeze, like now. It's good to have a mute for the microphone, otherwise you will hear me. Anyway, I want to say thank you all, guys, for being here. May the Lord bless you. Don't forget to share the videos with your friends, invite them, subscribe. As you see, our channel here is just growing. We have just a few thousand, but few is a blessing, and a few who they are serious is better than millions who they are useless. So I'm blessed by having you, and I pray to the blessing Lord, the blessing of the Lord to come upon you all, and to give you wisdom, knowledge, and making you able to use it so you can have a benefit with it in your life. See, what we learn here is not only about Islam, we learn about how we as a Christians understand ourselves, our faith, so we can refute the false people who like Muslims. It's very important for us to take knowledge. You know, you should be like an oven. You know, nobody want to eat the dough. The dough tastes bad. Even the dough, which is the bread, before you cook it, tastes so ugly. If you try to eat it, it doesn't taste good. But as soon you cook it, become bread, then that dough will become delicious. And this is how knowledge is. Knowledge, fact, truth, sometimes can be ugly, harmful to your mind, to your, you know, to your ethic. You hear about rape, crimes, I mean, disgusting. But it's a fact. We have to take this knowledge. We observe it, we learn from it, so we can protect ourselves. And then we give it to our children as good, delicious bread, so they can be wise. Look at the liberals. They fought the Bible. They fought teaching about God in schools. Look at their kids. You will find a teenager, he have 1,000 ring in his nose, in his ear, tattoo, wearing, like, he have a chains and all kind of sign of confusion. Drugs, hash, they die left and right. All of this happening for a very simple reason, which the left, they are denying because they fought the Bible. When you fight the word of God, you will be cursed. It doesn't matter how big your nation, it doesn't matter how powerful, you will be demolished. You will be demolished. The second the word of God leave your house, you have no house. You have a stable of animals where everybody jump on everybody. Where everybody believes is an animal, he can do as he wish. Where ethics disappear. So either you have a house or you have a stable of animals. And the only way to have a house is to make your house the house of God. If God, he present, when you eat, you say, thank you, Lord, for the food. And you appreciate the food you receive. And you share your food with the one who needs it. You live happily. Don't do what the Muslims say, lie to your wife. Lying to your wife will not make your life better. Your wife will hate you. Your wife, she will lose a trust on you. Sooner or later, she will discover that you were lying to her. Don't listen to the Muhammadan. Don't lie to your husband. First lie, second lie, third lie, your husband will never trust you again. The second trust, leave the house, there's no house. Again, your house became a stable. For the man, he think now my life is with women who keep lying to me. I don't know if she is sleeping with somebody else or not, because lies is permitted. I don't know if my husband is sleeping with somebody or not, because it's permitted for him to lie. Don't take what Muhammad say. This is Satan. You want to live happily? You have to be following the Messiah. Is it true our judgment will be stricter as a Christians? It's not about being stricter. There's no stricter and there's no lousy. The judgment is a judgment. In the day of judgment, you will be judged. What the Lord, he said, from their fruit you shall know them. This is not about being stricter. But what is look like it is strict, because following Christ is not a joke. You can't be with and against. Either you are with me or against me. The Messiah, he said, either you are either you are cold or hot, so I can swallow you. Like when you drink water, if you drink warm water, it's disgusting. So if you try to be like, you are sin, no sin, bad and good, whatever you want, like, you are between, you have one leg in lousy life, one leg in religious, that will not work. Either you are with or against. So we can be people who do sin, but we are fighting our sin. So let's say you are a horse who is running and the horse fell down. Then you stand up and you run again, but you might fall down again. So the Lord, he is noticing you, is every step of your life is a step of sin, or every 1,000 step is a step of sin. If your life, your walk is a walk of sin, then obviously you are enjoying sin and you live the life of sin. You don't want to be the horse who fell down and stand up and run 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet, and then he fell again. When you fail, the Lord will take you, will give you his hand. That's why he says, come, knock at my door and I will open for you. You see, when Jesus said, I came for the sinner or the sick, not the healthy. So he came for the sick. And that's what we have. We have sickness. So you do not need to be worried about you being sick. You need to be worried about you loving to be sick, enjoying to be sick, fighting to be sick, not fighting against sickness. So the one who enjoys sickness, this one, he will go to hell. The one who fights his sickness is the one who belongs to the Lord. Otherwise, all of us, my friends, we commit sin. All of us. If there is one person, he says to you, I don't commit sin, he's a big fat liar. If there is anyone up here can claim that he don't commit sin, can I say to you, I am a perfect person who don't commit sin? If I say that, I'm a big fat liar then. And the Bible confirms that all men are short. All men are short. Short of what? Short of a glory, short of ethic. Only God. That's why he's called, if I have no sin, I'm God. If I have no sin, that means I'm perfect. I'm perfectly in control of my life. I'm perfectly in control of my desire. I'm perfectly in control of not doing wrong. But that is not really what a human is about. And the Lord, he is the one, he is your maker. He knew who you are. But when you go in denial and you say, I don't want your help, I don't want your forgiveness, I don't need anything from you, you are alone. You are just left alone, like those atheists. Look at them. They are the most stupid people ever. Their life is a disaster. Go to every city conquered, I want to use the word conquered by atheism. See how their life is. There's no safety, there's no security, drugs, infestation. There's infestation even of cockroaches. People don't even have hygienes. So the second we deny the Lord will deny us. And this is what the Lord, he said. The one who deny me, I will deny him. You see, this country, America, is the most powerful country in this world. If this country continue like this country is going to be demolished the same as many other empires demolished before. All empires, they demolished for a very simple reason. They were not godly. As even Israel. When you are a person who don't want to live according to God's words, then there is no police can protect you. There is no security can protect you, because the first security is the ethic of the nation. If the nation lost their ethic, go and see, like search right now, robbery. Store robbery. It became like a, like a hobby. A bunch of kids who have no father. And this is the major reason of what happened in this country. Those atheists who the women sleep around, men sleep around, and the kids, they are born, they have no dad, and they don't know even who is their dad, like Muhammad. Then what they will learn? They grow up in the street, drugs, guns, shoot him, shoot me, sleep with her. How we make money? We go and we rob a store, go to ATM machine. And the mother, she would, she would encourage them to bring money home. She don't care if her son die. She hoped that the police will shoot him so she can sue the police. We are in a time when if you are a criminal and the police, they shoot you, the police are bad. This is how stupid their ethic, those liberals, is. They want to defund even the police. And now they are paying the price. Go to Chicago and see what kind of city it become. Go to New York, everybody is leaving. Everybody is leaving. Nobody want to live there. Go to California. I mean, it's those liberals are messed up. Very much messed up. So this is our salvation. Our salvation is the gospel of the Lord. Our salvation does not start from government, it starts in your home. When you teach your kids ethic, and every family do the same, then ethic will be walking in the street. Ethic will be walking in the store. Ethic will be walking in every business. For ethic is not something you can force. It is something you believe in. You can force law, but as soon the law disappear, the unethical people will appear. So the police hide, they go, the car pass by, then the thieves come, because there's no ethic. So which one is better? To establish a land, people believe in ethic, walk with it, live with it, die with it, and then we do not need to depend on the police, because we are the police. Our ethic, our police. We police ourselves. Those liberals, they have no ethic. Their ethic is madness. Their ethic is stupidity. And yet they claim that they are the one who understand life, and they are the one who call for equal or equality, which is false. The Democrat is the party of slavery. They killed the slaves, they owned slaves, and they fought against freeing the slaves. And yet now they claim that they are the one who love the black people, just to make them vote for them. The Democrat Party in the state is the same as a snake. It changed its color and its skin, depend who is the one or where they live. So in the time when the slavery was their dream, they fought against freeing the slaves. It was not the Republican. The Republican paid their life to free the black people. The Democrat, they paid their life to control the black people, to keep them slaves. Go and read history. And now what they do, they change their skin just to make those poor black people vote for them, lying to them. It is the truth, my friend. They have nothing but evil, and evil is what they will harvest. You harvest what you seed. And this is what nobody can deny. So I want to say thank you, and I hope my English was good for you to explain to you my statement and what I wanted to say, because sometimes I find myself limited, especially if we talk about politics and stupidity like this, you know. But for me, as a migrant who came to the state, when they told me you should vote Democrat, I was dying laughing at the stupidity of those who vote Democrat. Why in the world anyone would vote Democrat? Why in the world you want to do that? To increase the gas price? To increase the food price? To increase the health insurance price? Are you stupid or what? Everything this party do, everything it touch, it destroyed. The Democratic Party is the same as termite. You know what termite is? They are ants who eat even the most expensive wood. They enter into palace and they keep crawling and eating the wood, and then the palace will collapse. I don't see them even as a party. I see them as termite. They hate this country. They hate themselves. They are confused even about their gender. They don't even know what women is. This is how confused they are. And we are better than this. We know who is a man, and we know who is a woman. And a woman respected when she is a woman, not when she is acting like a man. And a man is respected when he is acting as a man, not when he is acting as a woman. You lose your respect if you change your position. You lose it. You look silly. A man is not a man because he have a beard. A man is someone, he work, he provide, he protect, he's loyal, he's truthful, he's honest, he's loving, he's giving, and he is willing to give his blood to his family and his country. That is a man. It's not about how long your beard is. And a woman is not just a woman have a breast, even though women, she should have what women have. But she is the one who provide the country with the best gift of God. Who cannot respect his mother? Who dare not to respect his mother? Who can say we don't respect women? Who of you can say my mother is evil, ugly, unless she is evil? Women is respected in Christianity. God himself is born of woman, not of a man. Our Lord himself. So if our Lord himself disrespect women, then how in the world he want to be born of a woman? That cannot be. So with the Christ, man and women, they have the respect. And the woman, she will be the same as the church. And the man will be the same as the Messiah, giving himself to the church. Not to control the church, but because he loved the church, he gave himself. Women and men in Christianity is exchange of love, of unity. That's why the man, he leave his family and he leave his parents and he become one with his wife. One, not two. So what we learn from Christ, how to establish unity, and unity is victory. Remember, divide and conquer. And this is what the devil trying to do to this country, trying to divide us between liberals and atheists and progressive and, communist and all this madness. So the nation will be destroyed. So fight, be strong, be smart, be vigilant. Wisdom will come from your mouth. Good will act by your hand. And the Lord will give you what you deserve. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And this is your brother Christian Prince who was serving you humbly for today. I hope to see you tomorrow if I can. Thank you. Take care.